Bring it down.
The bottom, that lock should
Well,
be on
no,
the
no,
level.
no, I know what I meant. What,
That's
that
on-
turns
that's
media
right
down. So the media's turned off.
Yeah.
Cool. I think I pressed go live. Yay, there we go. Hi, everybody. So I couldn't make my mind up about times and shit. But there we go. Oh, crap, yeah, you ain't got freaking... You ain't on that YouTube Premium, like, are you? Look, I'm having to put all ads on my own video. That's just terrible.
All the best shit.
Hello, everybody. Anyway, yeah, I'm not at home. I'm at my father-in-law's, and so I can make it. Well, I've made it managing mod, but I don't know whether that means I can mod anybody. No, I kind of thought. Otherwise, I'd mod Sutter. Next time, when the first video finishes or something, I'll go onto YouTube and I'll mod jar, because at the moment everybody's modded because I'm nice like that. How's everybody doing? Is everybody okay? You've probably seen it all already, but you know, there we go. Also, like, got the video of him, I don't know, was it a day or two after he got arrested, when he lies through his teeth about being tortured and stuff, so we can watch that as well as compare. That should be fun. So, hello. Hi, El Vampiro. Hi, Sweet. Hi, Sutter. Hi, Lord. Hi, Tad. Hi, Arby. Hi, Susa. Hello, Delete Clothes. Hi, Combe. Hello, Marilyn. Natasha. Chalkies. Sumi. Did I already say? I said hi to somebody? No, I said hi to Susa. That's the one. Anacito. Oh my god, I'm losing my voice. And Blind Bombshell. Hello, everybody. Right, but great, let's play. Alright, also, the first body cam video thing, the first few minutes of it was the copper doing his traffic stop. So I've got rid of that bit, and it just starts from the copper sat in his car, and you can see Chille come in the distance. So it starts from there. So let's go. There he is, look, in the background, you can see him.
Don't engage my driver, back up. Hey, back up. Back up, you're not involved. You can film, but you need to stay away from my driver. Back up. Back up or I'm going to detain you. For obstructing. Get away from my car stop. Okay.
Do whatever you want.
Listen, she deserves privacy. This is not your business.
I'm a member of the press. Go keep your car, do your job.
Okay.
Go here.
You're being detained right now.
God, sorry I had to interrupt already, but I know you know this from his video of the arrest, but all that wind noise, I don't know, I'm no good at sorting out noise issues, so the best I could do is try and use this denoise, and I've turned the volume up as much as it can go, so there we go.
Come over to my car. Come over to my car. Come over to my car right now.
Don't put
Come
your
over.
fucking hands on
Listen,
me.
I am going to put my hands on
No,
you.
you're not.
Control through Albert 1.
I gotta make sure. Hey guys, make sure you guys get my people on the phone.
I have an obstructive male here who's filming me.
So you ended the stop. 2015.
Come over here to my car. Come over here. I need additional.
Bring your supervisor, please.
It's obstructive.
Bring your supervisor, please. Don't
Come
touch
over
me.
to the car. I am going to grab you.
Don't
You are
grab
going to go to the ground.
Don't grab me.
Listen, you are detained right now.
No, first get your supervisor out here. You're not just
I don't
going to
need a
grab
code
me and
red,
throw
but
me on
you
the ground.
arguing with me. I just need additional
You've
units.
already released it. This is 2014 Rodriguez versus United States.
Come over to my car.
One more time in front of your car.
I am off to work. You're being detained for obstruction. You need to set the phone down on the hood.
I'm a constitutional law scholar. You can't take away
Set
my
the phone down on the hood.
I'm now.
You're being detained. Now you're going to put.
But he's a constitutional law scholar, you can't detain him, and he's a journalist, remember? Hi Nimrod, hi News Now Anima, how you doing? Hi Vlad, I can't remember if I said hi to you, but no, hello Alshania Charlotte, and hi Acid D, how you doing? Did I get everybody? I hope I did. Hi, Bex. Anybody that... Oh, delete funds has arrived. Jolly good. Let's make sure I said hi to everybody. I think I've said hi to everybody. If I missed... Oh, hi, Nicholas. If I've missed anybody, I apologise. Ah, Chalk is hi, I see. I always miss people, don't I? I apologise. Hi, everybody.
Hands on me.
No,
Come over here.
Why are you grabbing me?
Did
Come
I?
over here to the car.
Sure.
Right, I said hi to
Come
myself.
over here.
Get the phone roll.
I don't care about the phone.
Why are you grabbing
Turn
me?
around.
I'm a
Turn
member
around.
of the press.
Turn around.
I'm not doing anything.
You're being detained right
I'm
now.
not
Turn
doing
around.
Get your supervisor.
Stop.
Hold on, wait.
Stop.
You want to... Your camera's on? Are your cameras on?
Yeah, it's on.
Okay, then
Put
don't
your hands
put me
behind
in-
your back.
No.
You're going in handcuffs.
Why?
Put your hands
Why?
behind your back.
Can you...
The Rocket Couch. Hiya. Hi, Leanne. Hi, Christine. I think I've got everybody.
Can we slow down? Get a supervisor. I haven't done anything
No,
wrong.
put your hands behind
haven't
your back.
done anything wrong.
Don't make me use some
If you want to
tactics.
detain me, then put detain
I am
me
putting
here.
you in handcuffs.
But I'm not putting my hands behind my
You're
back.
facing the
What
hood.
about?
I'll
Turn
face the
around.
hood.
Policy to put it behind.
Listen,
Be behind your back. Right now, you're going to get a ticket.
For what?
If you do not put your hands behind your back, you're going to jail. Put your hands behind your back.
Can I turn my
Do it
camera
now.
around to face me?
No.
Can we agree on that?
No, I don't know if you have any weapons.
I don't have any weapons.
Stop breathing.
I love how he thinks that this is like up for negotiation, it's up for discussion and whatnot. Hi, Eric. It's just, no. And I'm not putting my hands behind my back. That didn't last long. Yes, exactly, babes. Also, just whilst I remember, it turns out that that they use two sets of handcuffs as well. You know, like they do with some people, bigger people and whatnot, people that complain of injuries and stuff, people like Chille that are little whiny bitches. I don't remember him mentioning that at all, do you?
There's no weapons on me, guys. I'm a journalist. I'm a constitutional law scholar. You
Listen.
to
Put your hands behind your back or you're going to jail. I'm placing you in handcuffs right now.
For what
Turn
reason?
around.
For officer safety, right?
Turn around for officer safety.
The camera's still running, guys. The camera's still running.
I
I'm
don't
facing
care.
your car
I
like you're
don't
asking
care.
me to do.
I don't care about the camera. Put your hand behind your back. Do not reach for this phone.
Part 2. Oh, excuse me. I don't know why there's no sound at the beginning. It might just be a redacted bit, or the copper stood away. Maybe he's taking a minute away from Chille's bullshit. That could be possible, but we will find out. Oh no, I think it turns out that he knocked his microphone off by accident or something. Artie's looking into... Oh, never mind. I was going to say, Artie's looking into getting body cam footage from the other coppers as well. I'm hoping that he's going to look into getting some backseat footage if there is a camera in the backseat, because that would help.
Alright, so I called Sergeant Torrey. He doesn't have to come out here, but he said he's going to come out here anyway. So, because you requested him, right? Do you still want him?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I want to file a complaint against you, bro.
Okay.
Like, you can't just grab me
Alright.
because I'm filming you. Like, you can't do that. I mean, sooner or later, after your egos calm down, you realize, I didn't do anything to film, dude. You just act like a jerk.
Or is it back up? It's simple.
But I'm just standing in a parking lot, bro. I'm no threat to you. I mean, come on, dude.
You weren't just standing in a parking lot.
Dude, but I'm no threat to you, man. It's the middle of the day. I look like a normal dude. I don't look like a psycho.
What does that
I was
got to do with
literally just
anything?
filming you and you freaked out.
Your lips are all white.
Because I'm mad. I need some water.
No, they were like that.
I have to pause it. Sorry, I've got to pause it sometimes. That's fucking hilarious. We watched an old video of him last night, didn't we, where his lips look really, really white. And clearly they haven't changed a bit. And that's his excuse because he's really, really mad. Look at that. His hands are behind his back in handcuffs. That's shocking. I didn't think that would ever happen. I swear he said that would never happen.
Before. Do you use any drugs?
What are you
or?
trying to do? You trying to make it like I'm some sort of drug addict or alcoholic or druggie?
Yes.
It won't work, bro. I have no criminal records.
You fucking liar. You liar. He's got no criminal record though, people. None. No criminal record. Just none. Do you think they've redacted a bit where they're telling him what his criminal record is?
Sergeant Torrey's coming out. But it's booking. Now you're insulting my name. My God. Oh, you're. Okay. Can you just paste his info in there? Yeah, I'll put his info. And I'm gonna start typing up TCR.
Yeah, exactly, Majestic, by the way.
Alright, I'm gonna maintain body camera. Then you wouldn't be doing it. So I saw earlier when I was trying to turn my body camera off to call Sergeant Torrey out of earshot from this person that while he physically was pulling away from me, it had turned the power button off. I'll show you here. There's a power slider on the bottom here. Let's see. Where it's blinking red, there is a power slider. And while he pulled away from me and was resisting arrest, he knocked the slider to the off position. So that's where you'll see the body camera turn off. But I'm back on now. I'm going to keep it on the remainder of the stop.
This cop's well good about this, and he's got Chille pegged straight away. He knows exactly what kind of idiot he is, and so he's adamant that all body cams stay on, and so that he doesn't use any excuse he can to lie and say that he's been tortured. I'm going to try not to interrupt now, by the way, because he's outside the car. It's a struggle to hear him.
How small is this issue? Let's go with 12. What a tiny issue you have, bro. What a tiny little bit you have.
That's hilarious coming from, I'm sure he hasn't seen his own for quite a while. What a tiny little dick you've got, bro. How does he know?
You're such a weak bitch, bro. So much of it happens.
Joe A. Robert 14, copy logout.
Hey, Robert.
First P number will be Charlie 16799 Lincoln. Second P number, Mary 15110. Yeah, Sergeant Torrey's gonna come out. You can just help me watch him. And then it's gonna be a full booking. He's going to jail. Okay. It was approved by Sergeant Torrey, and he meets criteria, so.
I'm more than one location. See how many push-ups you can do. See how many hotels your other guys can do. See what you got. I don't think you're in shape, bro. I think you're only doing this to make it your team. I'm in shape with it. I'm a little fat.
What the hell are emojis on your phone?
That book on the
Oh,
left.
there, found it. Oh, I have no idea what's what. Oh, fuck yeah, I'll do that one. I know if it's in your name in it, so they might think it's you. I have no idea. I'll just do that.
Verified. Which one you on shell? Verified.
Thanks for being a member for 3 months, Nimrod. Appreciate it. Oh, and I didn't read your chat thing, did I? Oh, hail Queen Eyes and all her wonderfulness. Oh, thanks. What are you laughing at? It's true. I always miss them, so I don't see them on the telly when I'm watching the chat. Wondering when people
I know
come
that's-
on.
Hey, can I go now?
Nope.
No, Sergeant Torrey's still coming out.
When is that?
He's on his way. It takes time to drive. No, you're actually under arrest.
I'm under arrest.
Yeah, you're going to jail.
I'm going to jail.
Yeah. Sergeant Torrey will explain that to you when he gets here. But yeah, you're going to jail.
Can I call a
What?
family member to...
At jail, you can.
If you remember, that's where it's when he repeats the getting arrested, going to jail, Malaka, that's when his video stopped, wasn't it?
But not here.
Oh, that's gone down well fast. Sucks. You should find the licorice one and use that. Let me just pause it. Hi, Hayla. Hi, Ratius. Hi, Gregor. Hello, Navy Girl. How you doing? Hi, Nemo. Hi, Jacket. I'm sure there's people that I've missed. I don't think I said hi to you, Church. Hello. Halco. Hello. Eric, I can't remember if I said hi to you. Mark, I don't know if I said hi to you either. So, hello. And if I have already said hi to you, then there you go. I said hi twice. Probably some of you know I've probably said hi like 3 times. Oh, did I say hi to you, Natasha? I might have done, you know, I might have said hi to you ages ago. I don't know.
Stop 5107, behavior, copy another. David 1, David 10, Ida, George, Nora, Nevada. Ringo 1.
That is some serious fasting, that is, Eric. If he'd have had if he'd have had time to pull his trifold out, he obviously wouldn't have got arrested. He must have left his copy in the car. And he was too busy filming to be able to get a copy up on his phone, so... That'd have been disturbing, and Anna. Hi, Laura. I'm losing my voice. Hi, Laura. How you doing? I'm convinced that we all blinked at the same time and we must have missed it when the copper was doing that horrible squeezing his arm thing. Because, I mean, obviously it happened. Chille said so. And he wouldn't lie to us. I'm worried I'm going to say your name wrong. Is it Rockondil 5? Rockondil 5? Rockondil 5. I think that could be it, Nimrod. That flipping jacket is sort of matching to them, ain't it? I know it's not quite a show suit top, but it ain't far off. It's the right kind of colours, Hayley, ain't it? Calm down. Hey, calm down. Hi, Lucian.
I think we're confident.
Yeah, it cracked me up when the copper pointed out about his white lips. Oh, his arms hurt. Oh, no, Navy girl, I can't wait. It's going to be great. Because that's all we need. We need their footage so we can hear all his whining, close up and loud. And yeah, hopefully it shouldn't take that long either. I can't wait. It's going to be wicked. The copper's not even pressing that hard. No, he's not pressing hard at all. He's just full of shit, ain't he?
Zero. Northbound on Buffalo. Question.
Oh, if I ever start merch, I'll definitely do a mug that has Forwarded to Tears written on it. I should do another one that just says Chille Tears as well. Don't think you can make a mug. Excuse me. Don't think you can make a mug big enough though. Yeah, definitely blinked. We all blinked all at the same time. Torture cuffs. Oh my god, you can see his white lips from here. That's ridiculous. Let me try and rewind this. I'm not very good at it. See how I get on. Oh yeah, there's a 15-second option there. That's not normally there. I'm going to do another one because to see if he did tell the cop to shut the fuck up. You know what, let's do 3, fuck it. Did I seriously accidentally turn this down or something? Because now it's just gone louder. I'm sorry if I did. Fuck's sake, let's go back again. Look how white his lips look.
Control 13 TV.
I am. I'm in Georgia.
You can get animal control to our location. It's going to be a dog, terrier, small.
You miss Chille crying, that's about it really. Hello Michael, how you doing? Cocoon, how you doing? Vera, hello. Hi, you're at the Jipper. Hello, anybody that I've missed? Oh shit, sorry.
Control radar number 1, copy log. Beach on 16957 flight, vehicle 4474. Roger, go to that.
Yeah, thanks, Eric. I don't hear it, right, but I mean, you can't hear out there, but I doubt it. There is some, a cop says, one of them two, I think it's the one that's holding Chille or near to him or whatever, he says something to this arresting officer in a bit, but it says it to him and he doesn't say it in earshot of Chille at all. So, and he's not horrible, he just suggests something, so... Maybe, I mean, he could be telling him, he could be saying, you know, you've left your dog in the car unattended, that's illegal. We could do you for that as well. Which is basically what he says to the cop, so... Shit, did I misread what you said then? Put down? She's going to say, oh no, Charlie in a pound, yeah. Really? What a fucking knob. But that's the kind of shit, innit, that his followers would absolutely believe, without question. Without any proof, especially.
You said it, Robert 29. Me in Washington. And not David from Law 49? You said it, Robert 49.
Hi, Rampage. The bootlicking was just out of this world, wasn't it, Navy Girl? He just went to a whole new level. I mean, it's shocking that they call us bootlickers when this man's done more than we've ever done, all of us combined. I mean, starting from that Memorial Day parade, look how many times he went running to the police then, and then running to the courts for a system that he hates and doesn't trust, and etc., etc., etc. But he's happy to run to it for help when it suits. Oh, it was all absolute. It was all absolute bollocks.
Is that his car?
Yeah, that van. Got dog in it?
No. Oh, that's his van? Mm-hmm. No, that's fine. I'm just gonna go with the original charges.
Okay.
Is the dog's not in distress, right? It's fine.
Say we?
The dog's not in distress, right? I mean, it's cool out here, so.
He's hanging out.
Okay. No, as long as we get care for the dog, I don't care to do any charges on that.
No, you want to report this? I'm doing okay. 572.
I missed that bit last night. The bit I was talking about was further on. So there we go. You know what I mean? He could have been in more trouble than he was.
0201 to head, drink on football. How's it going?
The copper's doing nothing, yeah, but lightly holding his arm, just, you know, because that's what they do. And he's just bitching and whining about it, like, fuck, it's embarrassing. Oh, bollocks, sorry. I know, I should have put a trigger warning on this, shouldn't I? All this tyranny and violence and whatnot. I mean, it'll probably get removed off YouTube, to be fair.
We're taking them in. What's that? We're taking them in. Yeah, Sergeant Torrey's coming out here. Just make sure you keep your body camera on for the whole stop. We don't want to like turn on and off a whole bunch of times because he'll just accuse us of doing something wrong. Just make sure you keep your body cam on. But if he's going for resisting and obstructing, Sergeant Torrey is going to come out here and talk to him. But yeah, I'm working on the arrest packet. All I need is for people to watch him so I can type my narrative. That's all I need.
Oh, where's my filters gone? Any on there?
I want to give me the last word of the social, but everything. He doesn't have to. That's fine. So. Yes.
Then the federal civil rights laws before?
Yes, I have. Well, I won that one. I'll win this one too.
You won't.
Okay. Good luck.
What's wrong if you're doing
A lot of people sue me.
You're allowing him to torture me.
Yeah, I'm gonna work my narrative.
You're gonna work your narrative?
Yes, your arrest narrative.
Can I get a backup unit?
That was funny. That was actually worth listening to again. It's just a shame we can't hear all of Chille's side perfectly. I mean, I'm assuming you all got the gist of it or heard it, but yeah, what does he do? Ask the cop if he'd ever been sued before. Yep. Are you gonna get sued again, or did you win? Or yep. I won that one. I'll win this one too. He's not concerned in the slightest. But Chille goes, oh, you're not this time. But Chille has literally never won ever. It's not even about like cops that he's sued. He's never won anybody that he's sued. Won anybody that he's sued? I know what I mean. Yeah.
This one too.
Ah, bugger.
Okay. Good luck. I want to give me the last word of the social, but everything. He doesn't have to. That's fine. So. Yes.
Then the federal civil rights laws before?
Yes, I have. Well, I won that one. I'll win this one too.
You won't.
Okay. Good luck.
What's wrong if you're doing
A lot sue me.
You're allowing him to torture me.
Yeah, I'm gonna work my narrative.
Yeah.
You're gonna work your narrative?
Yes, your arrest narrative.
Can I get a backup unit? Predicted 2 copies, predicted in full front hospital and left one. Predicted 3 to go for now.
What's he doing?
So he keeps saying that he's hurting him, but I can see from my perspective, and hopefully the body cam too, that he's just holding the handcuffs. And I did the same thing. I was just holding the handcuffs lightly, and he kept saying I was twisting them. And I was not doing an ignition lock, even though it is an improved technique. We were literally just lightly handling the handcuffs, touching the handcuffs.
Yep.
And he thinks that we're hurting him.
You're torturing him. He's a very sensitive, delicate little boy, isn't he? Oh my God.
Sorry about the roll off. Feeling the brief on everything.
Yeah.
I think it's coming around the back, so the homeboy can't see him. I don't know.
No, it's fine. I'll go over. I'll talk to him, and then
He looked over anyway.
yeah. Just make sure you keep your body. Just make sure you keep your body cam on the whole time.
Huh?
Just keep your body cam on the whole time.
That's nice.
Oh my God. Well, I'm absolutely convinced that because the other copper had left to come and talk to this one, that he thought he'd try it on because, like, you know, the camera is facing for, you know what I mean? That he thought he'd try his luck, basically, try it on, pretend that copper was doing worse to him than what he is, you know, squeezing his arm, twisting his arm right up his back and that kind of thing. Just trying it whilst there's no witness there. But there's another copper there, though, isn't it? But, you know, I won't put nothing past Chille. He's not exactly the brightest bulb in the box, is it?
I don't know.
No, it's fine. I'll go over. I'll talk to him, and then
He looked over anyway.
yeah.
Oh, thank you, Vera. I have no idea what that is. What's $R? Well, thank you for the $2.19. I appreciate it. That's really kind of you.
Just make sure you keep your body. Just make sure you keep your body cam on the whole time.
Huh?
Just keep your body cam on the whole time.
That's nice.
How embarrassing.
Okay, stop, dude.
Did you hear him?
What are you doing?
What are you doing out here?
That's my punch, dude.
Hey, I think Sarge just pulled up. If you want to keep him out for just a minute.
I'm not.
All right, it's unlocked. It's unlocked. They're putting him in the car right now. He's still pulling away from us. Camera off. Talk to Sergeant.
Ah, Brazilian. Cool. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. I was showing you. That's basically what I was kind of trying to say. I was just doing a really poor job of it. I can't believe how he just... Oh, God, that was suddenly loud, wasn't it? I can't believe how much he just cried about that. It's really pathetic. How can his followers watch that and just think that it's... I don't know. How are they going to justify this? They will, though. You know what they're like. They will all justify it. This will all be completely fine. He won't have lied. He won't have exaggerated. They'll watch this and they'll see exactly what he's told them. Somehow or another. Because that's how deluded and crazy they all are. Just nutters. Thanks, Vera.
So then it's just talking Target, but it's legally parked and all that. So
It's private property. Just I don't care about the car. Just make sure the dog's fine.
okay, yeah. So I already called. Animal control is going to be up.
Why would you call animal control?
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, as long as the dog's fine, I don't care about the car. It can stay.
Okay.
Look, can you just call my nephew, dude? Don't take your dog out there.
I can't call your nephew.
I can call him at 10 seconds. You allowed that guy to torture me.
I was watching. He wasn't torturing.
He squeezed my arm so hard. It's not going to torture me. So long.
Poor baby.
I wish you had me in the stress. You should just apologize and just work it out now. So you get free. The channel you
So I don't want to argue with you. I'm not going to talk to you anymore, okay? The charges that you're going to be arrested for are obstructing and resisting. If you're curious about why, it's going to be in the narrative, but I don't want to sit here and argue with you.
Right.
But those are your charges. It's going to be Clark County Detention Center. Sergeant Torrey is here. He will speak to you. Give him a moment. Be patient, but that's what's happening. I'm not talking to you anymore, okay? You can call at the jail.
Yeah.
I don't know the number.
Everybody fucking knows that. You don't get a phone call whilst you're getting arrested, do you? You get a phone call. I mean, bloody hell. Everybody knows that from TV and movies and everything. You get a phone call when you get to the jail. Look, even over here, we get a phone call when we get to the police station.
I know they will help you with that. They can help you get a phone number out of your phone. They have a procedure for that.
Are you going to lock my car and put the windows up?
Yes, I will safeguard your property.
And then you're going to steal my dog? Why don't you just let me get my family to get my dog?
Your dog's going to be with animal control, and when you get out of jail, call them. We'll get a slip. We'll put in your property so you know where your dog's going, what the phone number is, so you can call them. You can get your dog once you get out of jail. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, that's...
You can walk it back now, but you can't walk it back once I go.
No, it's done. It's done.
Then you and I are going to be associated for the next 7 years.
Okay.
It's crackers, ain't it, Nemo? How's he supposed to be this big, hard fighter who apparently can, you know, beat the shit out of anyone who walks this earth? But he can't handle having his arms handcuffed behind his back, with 2 sets of handcuffs, by the way. So, you know, not close together. He can't handle that for an hour. It's fucking pathetic.
That's fine with me. Okay, I'm used to it at this point. It's fine. So,
Did you need any of us? Sandoval said you can stay with the car until I
no, I just Sandoval is fine.
right now. The keys for the band is in the back of your car.
Is it where? I'll put it on the front. Let me make sure I have all the stuff.
Make sure the keys are...
I've got that video. I finally found it because people were going on about it last night, and Swender Monkey told me about it, that was it. And so I managed to get it. But then this happened because I was going to, yeah, so yeah. So I have got it. Where he's whinging about, is he trying to put I've not watched it. He's trying to put in a complaint and stuff though, isn't he? I'm assuming that's the one. And he's on the phone to somebody at some point. I'm assuming that's the video you're on about.
His phone, his money, all the stuff that was in his pockets are out.
Yeah, whatever Sandoval pulled out.
Okay.
So just give us the instructions.
Yeah, give that to Sandoval and I'll make sure I get that back before we go.
A little thing like breaking the law by illegally recording calls isn't, you know, something that Chille bothers about, though, is it? With him being a, you know, law-abiding citizen, constitutional law scholar, journalist and whatnot. Hello, Paul Revere. How you doing? And you, Articulo Suspension. How you doing? Yeah, this cop was definitely more than fair. Way more than fair.
Question, could I get your set of cuffs?
Yeah.
We'll swap out.
You got 2 of them on them, right?
Yeah. I'll just bring them back to you.
Yeah, we'll switch later.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Delete Delos, for the £5. Shame he didn't get to meet Big Bubba in prison. I absolutely agree. Hi, Tina. How you doing?
I'm back on body camera.
So he's just requesting his family member comes and picks the dog up. Are you guys good with that?
I'm gonna go to jail. Sandoval's here. I'm okay with it.
Okay.
If Sandoval's okay with it, the only thing is he won't have his key.
Key for the car?
Yeah. Unless I get the dog out now, I guess, and put it with Sandoval. I could do it that way. I'm going. Let me see what kind of dog it is first.
We didn't have that video of them filming one of them convinced to this tiny dog. Never found out what that was. What blood vessels?
What kind of dog is it?
Terrier?
Terrier?
And if it's a punching bag, no, if you punch it, no. Is it a body bag? Suit bag.
Yeah, I'm on body camera right now. So he says he wants his nephew to come pick up the dog. Said I don't care either way. You care? Okay.
I think there's leaving an animal unattended in a vehicle though.
Yeah. I'm not trying to push the issue on that one. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, if he's okay with getting his key from his nephew later,
Okay.
then I'll leave the key with Sandoval and then we can have the nephew come over.
Okay.
I agree, Gregor. I think most of the time, anyway. Obviously, there are exceptions where I've been put on incorrectly or too tight, etc. But I think the majority of the time, when injuries, marks, pain, or whatnot are caused from handcuffs, it's because you're fighting against them, isn't it? So, hi, Welsh News Network. How you doing? Yeah, exactly, articulate. And then look at how he acted, though, because I'm assuming it was this arresting cop, wasn't it, that he was shouting all that abuse to a day or so later. You know, as soon as the cop car was driving away, he started shouting abuse and calling him a pussy and all that. This cop was so nice to him, ridiculously nice, too nice. And then that's how he acts the next day or whatever it was. But he has to do that, doesn't he? Because he's told all his gimps that the police officers are all evil. Oh, thank you for that, Christine. I appreciate you giving that membership to Chalkies. Yay. No swearing. Oh, it's because I'm at my father-in-law's, so I've got to be a bit quieter than usual. So yeah, sedate is about the right word, I suppose. Hi, effing lawyer. Yeah, he'll die before he goes in cuffs again. Yeah, I'm glad somebody's able to do that, Welsh News Network. I just ain't got the skills or the patience, to be perfectly honest. So I'm glad somebody out there has. Hopefully the other body cam footage won't take too long to come through, and then we'll be enjoying the rest of it soon enough.
We should work it out here on the side of the road so I don't have to see you guys. I don't want to do that. wrongfully arrested me. I mean, I didn't cause any damage. You know, other than if you don't be returned, you know, or maybe arrested me on a road test. Well, I mean, it's
I get what you mean, Rampage, but I imagine, I mean, it's Las Vegas. They just must have so many dickheads there all the time. I just don't think they take any shit, basically. And I mean, it's not like the request, or not the request, sorry, the order, the initial order was out, it was out of order, was wrong kind of thing. I thought it was completely fair, and he just acted like a dickhead about it. And sometimes you got to teach a dickhead a lesson, ain't you? Why? What did you do, Raymondo? Literally have no rules in here other than the rules of YouTube. So don't break terms of service, and you're good to go.
and what is social arrest department to do to us? You know, what is the arresting plan? You know, you can turn me something good instead of hours of my time. But I have to call you. You know, and I'd rather just say, look, these guys put in a picture test and talked it out in the back, and now I'm going to go down and talk with Las Vegas Metro and film it and start to create a better.
Control 4, right. Looks like this is here.
Hi, Logan. Yeah, we used to say that van was self-driving, didn't I?
You can hold on to the right. Looks like this is here. Free Roberts, Trump, Fort Apache.
Look, I'm just being honest here. I have a and this could be an opportunity for me to drop my guns and not see you guys. And for you guys to drop your guns and say, you know, we did have me, we're going to arrest me in the back of the car.
How long's left on this one? Oh, I'm well confused. Oh, right, yeah. I didn't even realise that it had moved on to the third one without me doing anything. So yeah, so this is the third video then. I didn't even notice. Shows how good I am.
Hey, son, Corey, are you going to come here and pick up this dog? Well, they arrested me. I was too close to his head. I just knew it.
Oh no, I was wondering about that. How much of his supposed lies, not supposed lies, his lies about how he was tortured, how much did he claim went on once he was in the jail? Because this footage anyway doesn't go as far as the jail, does it? It goes as far as the jail, I mean, but it doesn't go in there. Obviously, it's all bullshit anyway, and that's he probably knew that there'd never be any release footage about that, so he can literally say what he wants, can't he?
I'm talking to him now about we're going to have to go drivers.
Thank you, Nimrod.
My car's here. I don't know. All right, I'll let you go. Don't leave me in here. Okay, please. You know,
I'm scared, isn't it? I'm not scared.
you know, I have to follow through with you guys. Follow through. You guys come back down and like that. You go, we're not getting
You need to find out.
And I've been begging all across the country.
I bet they probably are. It's not the bit where the cells was that a while ago.
Let's have a meeting. Let's close this down. And so far, all I've gotten is no, we're just going to arrest you.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
For example,
There's only like one or two in that bit as well, isn't there? Yeah. Maybe they won't burst out unless you go too close to them, so you can probably get through that even going in theory. Yeah, but I bet you if you go far enough to break open these crates, I bet it will. Like, did you not see that?
this is what I'm talking about. Maybe we should talk about Can we do we know a little past or not what drug factors interest? Can we give you the community? You know, we can serve another fun. But you know, I'd rather
Yeah, effing lawyer. I don't think he ever had any intention of getting the footage, did he, to show his followers?
and I would rather
And so he could spin it however he chose. And he did. But it's naive and stupid of him though, isn't it? Because that somebody on our side would have done it, would have got it, and they did. And that was always going to happen.
It's 107, Workington. 7, Chille, Queen, Favor, 340, California,
Yeah, he definitely does do the opposite of what he tells others to do, and then he has the audacity to go on about the, what was it? The one rule for you and another for me, however that saying goes. One rule for me and another for thee, or is it the other way around? You know what I mean, anyway. How he goes on about, like, cops, for example, how they can carry guns and, I don't know, just do this, that and the other and blah, 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 blah. How terrible that is. And yet he feels that more or less all laws apply to everybody else, but not him. It was a regenerated. Oh yeah.
I'll be around 10 Adelaide Day. Switch over to Convention Center.
That's the one, Dravaco, thank you.
Well, why don't we set an event where we can sit down and bring this cop in here and not that long involved and sit down and talk about the rules to what we can agree upon when we're out of here. Why not do that? Instead of just arresting you.
As we'll hear in the car soon, I mean, we can only hear bits of what he's saying, but it's the same kind of gist. And he's like, why can't we just have a conversation with each other? Why do you have to do this and arrest me? And, you let your ego get the better of you and all this and the other. It's so ridiculous coming from somebody like Chille. For him to have the audacity to talk about other people's egos is just shocking. But, like that would have worked if that copper, as we have seen numerous times, if he had just been very, like, calm, quiet and polite about it. He was calm, but, oh shit, where's it gone? Ah, bugger, something's gone wrong. Don't know what happened then, I'll put it back on in a second, no, just a second. If he'd have, if the copper had been all like, let's have a conversation, blah, 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 I want to hear your side of it and that kind of crap, what would Chille have done? He would have just thrown loads of abuse at him. It's just, we know that. It's ridiculous. Sorry about that, by the way. I don't know what went wrong. It's just my phone, innit? Yeah, at least it's at the right place. He does want to be unarrested, yeah, like that's the thing.
And tell my audience I'm not suing them. They did treat me bad, but I was a bit of a dick. And I would rather...
Is that what it is, Nemo? I did wonder why it was so expensive, because that was a lot of money, wasn't it? $250 per hour to have someone redacted. Bloody hell, man, I'd do that. I'd do that for less than that. You should give me a job. Honestly, I would happily look through body cam footage all day long and just read out personal info. I'd do that for $150 an hour. I think that's perfectly reasonable.
Queen, Favor, 340, California, not sure if it's been Charlie, Queen, Digger, 340.
I like that articulate. And on the 7th day he was told to stop, but he defied the higher gods, screaming, "We don't stop!" On that day he created the trifold.
He wants to arrest you, not to arrest you. He wants to sue you, not to sue. Why don't we make a public video about it and talk about
There's our 16, copy of 463.
somebody needs work with that.
876.
Yeah, that's what I was on about earlier, Oceania. I just wanted to make sure that it was definitely the same cop. I thought it was. It's so nice. This cop was so nice to him. He flipping lets him off lightly compared to what he could do. You know, he doesn't have to spend the night in jail or anything. They have a very flipping calm and polite conversation with each other. It's mainly made up of Chille begging and whining and kissing arse. Just for him to then try and pretend he's all big and hard and shout abuse to him a day or two later. It's pathetic.
And then we switch over to Convention Center.
You're not his daddy too, he proclaimed.
Well, why don't we set an event where we can sit down and bring this cop in here, and it's not that long at all, and sit down and talk about the rules and what we can agree upon when we're auditing. Why not do that? Instead of just
So yeah, so why don't you unarrest him, yeah, and then we can schedule an event where we all sit down and we have a nice, calm, polite conversation with each other. Yeah.
Hello. Are you here for this? Yeah. Oh, okay.
you're on my camera, right? So they don't know anything.
Chille was there when Jesus was crucified. Chille wasn't impressed, for he has endured far worse torture. Handcuffs are hell. Literally hell, remember? It's literally hell.
I don't want it. If I tell you I won't, I won't. And this guy's got to sit down with me and we got to talk about what
He's like Moses. He came down from the mountain carrying the trifold and told his followers to follow him to the promised land where Nutella and GHB is everywhere.
Right, but there was no danger. It wasn't like it was a danger. I'm more an electric being.
No, exactly, Navy girl.
But there has to be some sort of, but she has to give some sort of rationale. Not everybody wants it. I don't want it.
He does say that, doesn't he, Salah? Says how he could have smashed that cop's head in. Not unhinged in the slightest. And he wonders why he has to be put in handcuffs.
The point that I'm trying to make is that
And he can't even use a hammer.
there's no tolerance. If you don't believe it, so when you say that you're going to
Oh, what's the thing? Sorry, it turns itself down, you know. That's the conclusion I'm coming to. Because now it's gone louder again. So let me rewind it a little bit and we'll see if we can hear him. Sorry. I'm not very good at this rewinding malarkey either. My 15 seconds button thing's gone.
we deserve to have those thoughts. But you know, I would rather this than and tell my audience I'm not suing them. They did treat me bad, but I'm a bit of a dick. And I would rather
Oh my, no, gotta rewind it further. I need to hear more of this. He was a bit of a jerk, people. That's the first, that is.
we're not doing it. We have to, and I've been begging cops all across the country. I'm sure it's looking at kind of like that. I've been begging cops across the country. Let's have a meeting and let's close this guy. And so far, all I've gotten is just going to arrest him super bad.
Because they'd already arrested you, you thick cunt. Jesus Christ. These are getting too funny, by the way. So, where is it? Shit, I'm missing things. Where is it? Can't they just throw him off a cliff? He reminds me of TV. Trifold said nothing about anal protection in jail. That's very true. Did you know that if you drop a trifold, it doesn't fall down? It's so powerful that it actually pulls the earth up. Completely believe that. God sent his favourite angel, Chille, to earth to get the cops to atone for their sin of putting torture cuffs on criminals. Very quiet. Not that I subscribe to the channel. I'm not on faithful like that. I love when he begs them, don't look up my butt when I get to jail. And the officer says, we don't do that. You aren't suspected of smuggling. Plus, they were only processing him, not booking him in. 469 in the chat, if you think he was actually secretly very, very disappointed to find that they weren't going to be looking off his arse. Oops.
Well, just like, for example, but like, for example, when I saw public opinion, I'm not gonna run off. Like, don't you realize I'm like, yeah, this country touched the hip line. Maybe the policy, this is what I'm talking about. Maybe the policy, maybe we should talk about can we do things people who we know are middle class that are not a threat to our civilization? Can we digitally do things? You know, we can start to have those thoughts. But you know, I would rather unravel this than and tell my audience I'm not seeing them. They did treat me bad, but I was a bit of a dick, and I would rather give an example out of this instead of this process that is across the country is not making it. Auditors across the country in the U.S. it's not making it better, and they're not stopping it. So you should just go.
This is what I'm working through.
Maybe he's no longer got a butthole or something, and he doesn't want anybody to find out. Maybe he looks like a Ken doll down there. Nothing at the front, nothing at the back.
Right, but there's no boundaries right now.
Charlie, Queen, Digger, 348.
We actually said, okay, you know what? He wants to arrest you, you're not going to arrest you. You want to sue, you're not going to sue. Why don't we make a couple of videos and talk about it?
Hey, Mandy.
463.
What do you mean, working like that?
876. I'll be around 10 Emily Day. I'll just over to Convention Center.
Well, why don't we set an event where we can sit down and bring this cop in here, and it's not that long at all, and sit down and talk about from the rules to what we can do when we're auditing. Why not do that instead of just arresting you?
That's, you know what, Anasita, you've worded it perfectly. Yeah, Chille did the squat and cough, but to hear Chille say it, he was naked, bent over a desk and held down by 4 pigs, and they used both hands to pull his prison wallet open to look for drugs. Yeah, that's pretty much how he describes it, ain't it?
Hello. Are you here for this? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Put it on my phone, right? So they want my audience and subscribers. I don't want it. If I tell you I won't. And this guy's got to sit down with me and we got to talk about what the rules are for filming again. Just grabbing me and arresting me can get pissed off. It's not a way to treat the public.
I think you might be right, Halo.
Right, but there was no danger. It wasn't like it was a danger. I'm more of an electric being. You know, like there has to be some sort of, like she has to get some sort of rationale. Not everybody wants to cook. I don't want to cook. I don't want to reach. So, look, just you're just going to go to the city office. And I just dividing.
Do we think he'll turn up to court? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, because if it's right and his sister's in Las Vegas, and I'm assuming he doesn't want it where he has a warrant out for him there as well. So maybe this will be one time that he actually turns up. Wonder if he'll get a lawyer. Wow. But then again, though, he's got that like super duper epic legal team, hasn't he? So he won't need a lawyer. I think you might be right. Anyway, effing lawyer, definitely. So I think secretly Chille looks forward to the body cavity search. But I mean, come on. He's in Vegas. If he wants to have his butthole probed, there are people who will pay him for the chance to do that. Oh my God, Babe, what's that? Oh, one of the books. Oh no, what's that?
Oh my mate, chewing the head off.
What is it? It looks well weird. Is that what they all look like? Don't like it.
The point that I'm trying to make is that if you don't change this organization, there's no tolerance. If you don't do this or one mistake, then you're going to fix it. You don't do something.
Yeah, she definitely will stick around for the car ride because his arse licking just gets quite phenomenal.
Please 657 for Mary Adam. Video outside.
Is that from all them aliens, El Vampiro, that are harvesting farts? Like Paul says. It's a funny film, that is. I think you could, you know what, Rattis, I would not put that past him at all. It's the exact kind of thing that he would do. Hi, Rebel.
He deserves to be seen. I would rather you guys have to, like, you know what? Let's actually have a public meeting about this and audit it. The last time I audited you guys 2 weeks ago, you guys said you had pushing an auditor and suit. You guys are so aware of this. Just arresting us isn't a way to win the public. Well, I mean, what's your company back there to do with like someone's the one and saying, please don't grab me.
He's in those torture cuffs.
Hello. The barbecue? Yeah, it's open.
I'm going to go eat some barbecue. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine. No, my business is elsewhere, not the barbecue place.
Okay.
I think this copper's lovely.
Open? All right, so his property's back in. What did he say about the key with him? Sandoval has it. We have the keys right now. Because if I keep him here, it's probably going to escalate once those people get here, you know? Maybe have one more unit come with Sandoval, because he says he wants two. But I wanted to get him out of here. Just to keep it calm. I mean, unless we're able to put the dog in your car.
Do that. Dog in my car, and then these family members coming. Touch them on the phone, so they're all right.
I don't think Chille's capable of remaining silent. I honestly don't think he could do it. It's just not something he could do. But it's the kind of thing. He's the kind of idiot that would say, "Well, you know, thinking in my right to remain silent," but then he would just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk after saying that that's what he's gonna do. Yeah.
Okay. I'll cancel animal control. That's okay with him that I grab him. Yeah, he said it's okay. I got it up here.
Can you say how long?
He got left in a car, Raymondo, and so now they're waiting for somebody, Chille's relative, to come and pick him up.
Here, let me open it. I could always just park around the corner or something out of sight, and that way he can just give the keys right after.
get used to this. Well,
I thought
and
it
then
was
cough. And then another time it makes me cough a bit.
every day.
Hey, Sandy. So I think what I'm going to do is, just to keep it de-escalated here, I'll drive around back, work on my report there, and then when you're done, you can just hand over the key, and then I'll get in route.
Okay, I'll see. I'll ask him how the front of the doctors.
Okay.
Just grab it.
Okay. If that works for you, I'll do that too. Whatever's good with you. Which one?
Take the dog out of the car.
Turn it off, secure it. I'll take the key, and then we'll go. Okay. All right. I'll hang out with him then. Keep working on my report.
Sergeant, second. So, look.
Yeah, that's very, very true, Oceania, and that's pretty much, or, you know, the copper says something to him when they're driving. He says something to him that if he actually wants to change things, it's not the coppers that he should be out there abusing and screaming at, really, is it? It should be, you know, if he's got issues with the laws, he needs to be talking to lawmakers. So the side of the road is not a place, is it, to argue law? Oh, it might have been driver code, so that means it's not this one, it's the one that, I think that's the one that was holding him when we could see, and the one who Chille pretended had twisted his arm and stuff, I think that's him, but I could be wrong. Maybe Chille just got all the names wrong. Hey, Conspiracy, you're right, mate. My voice is going, so I did say hi just then, but it didn't come out properly. Anthony, poker. What's it come back for? What's hugging me back? I forgot about that. I didn't realise until you sent it. And it's told when I got back and completely forgot. What's the name? I'm not doing it. Prove it. I think Chille's worse than his name. Never mind. Oh, I wonder why I couldn't hear anything. It sound from there as well, though, or just from that? I haven't been able to, I've not been paying attention.
I can't argue. I mean, now I'm talking for 5 seconds to figure it out. There's no, I'm like, I literally was just here to film.
All right, he's good with everything that we're doing. You just should do a class 2.
Whatever you think's best. I already started the TCR and everything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, whatever's good for you.
I'll see.
Class 2's fine.
I'll see how he acts when he gets down there. Because if he resists the COs, then I won't be able to anyway. BOURQUE, work.
That's a very good question, Rampage, and I really have no idea. I mean, like, the amount of things, even if, yeah, it's just based on the amount of times he's tried to get his followers to mass report people, falsely as well, for that, his channel should have been removed by now. It's, God knows. It just makes no sense. He's clearly buying subscribers. That's against terms of service as well. It's, ugh. So, God knows, maybe other people have got the answers. Oops. Calm down, babe. It's a new game.
My badge number, before you ask, is 15725.
I thought it was well odd then, yeah.
What you just report before? Civil rights violation?
Respectfully, I don't think that's any of your business.
Was it a federal civil rights?
Respectfully, I don't think that's any.
Oh, right, so I was about to rewind it because I wanted to know what Chille had asked because I didn't hear properly. But yeah, so he's asking him about the lawsuit that the cop won. So let me try and fail probably rewinding it a wee bit. No. There it is.
Civil rights violation?
Respectfully, I don't think that's any of your business.
Was it a federal civil rights?
Respectfully, I don't think that's any of your business.
You said you've been through it.
Yeah. I'm just not in a very talkative mood right now.
I mean, I think you're going to be fine. I don't think you're going to go stuff, but I think the other guy was supposed to be.
So, okay, I assume you lot heard it. I've not got the best hearing, so, but yeah, he's just said, I think you're going to be fine, you know, so basically I've not really got any grounds to sue you, but that other guy, that one that was twisting my arm and all this and the other, no, he's screwed ears.
Just because it's on video.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, just
Yeah.
literally.
The officer that's over here?
I mean, what you did, I mean, you're a little aggressive, but I don't think that the courts are going to see what you did as malicious and really, because of qualified immunity, your department will have to pay it, you know. But Sandoval, what he did, he might have to face some repercussions for it. There's just no reason to do that to him. I think he's going to do something. We'll see. I mean, the courts, unless you kill someone, you don't really get yourself. You get what's called a declaratory judgment against you. But because of QI, there's no good.
Where did you guys land with your dog? Is your nephew coming?
Sometimes the most controversial channels seem to stay up for a lot longer than they should, and the ones that aren't controversial and don't even really break any rules, they end up getting removed and stuff. Just the controversial channels tend to bring in a lot of views and whatnot, but yet Chille's don't. So, not compared to how many subscribers he's got. So, respectfully, Gratius, can't argue with that. Ah, shit, bollocks, sorry. Totally fucked
We have a position for...
Where? No, I'm so sorry. Totally fucked up then, didn't I?
I think you're more than this, dude. I see you as more than this. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sure he really cares.
Obviously, they didn't go stuff, but I think the other guy was torturing me. This is on video.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
torturing me.
The officer that's over here?
I mean, what you did, I mean, you're a little aggressive, but I don't think that the courts are going to see what you did is malicious and really, because of qualified immunity, your department will have to pay it. But Sandoval, what he did, he might have to face some repercussions for it. There was just no reason to do that. I think he's going to do something. Listen, I mean, the courts, unless you kill someone, you don't really get themselves. You get what's called a declaratory judgment against you. But because of QI, there's no judgment.
Where did you guys land with your dog? Is your nephew coming?
Yeah.
When? He thought with everybody that he's sued in the last year, or attempted to sue, he thought that they'd all just fold. He thought that they'd all think, oh my God, no, and they'd want to get it done and dusted as quickly and as easily as possible. So they'd hand him some money, they'd thingy to his demands, like, you know, delete videos and whatnot. Google, for example, he thinks a company like that isn't going to want to go through this kind of shit. They'll just settle because it's just easier and probably cheaper and whatnot. I genuinely believe that that's how it went when it came to Josh and Kate. He really expected them to be scared and to just fold. And, you know, you get local governments and police departments and whatnot, don't you, that do settle a lot of cases, even when there isn't really a case to be had. But they settle because it's just quicker, easier, and quite often cheaper to just do that. I think that that's Chille's whole plan. He just wants to make money with minimal effort.
Shit.
What? You dead? Do that. What?
I mean, it could be more than a declaratory judgment. Nowadays, you do everything. Many things people will do.
So, I didn't even want to have to come talk to you. I was just trying to finish my business with the car stop.
I don't know why you did it, dude.
So,
You went too far.
because I don't know who you are.
I don't know who you are either. You know, if you're a homicide, there's a percentage of cops who sign up to kill people. Not all of them, but a percentage. So I don't know which one you are. Maybe 1 out of 1,000 does that, but what if you're the 1 out of 1,000? So you don't know who I am either. What if I'm the 1 out of 1,000 who wants to film, but secretly wants to shoot you? I mean, come on, bro.
I don't. I mean, I'm sure you don't trust me, but I don't. That's not my intent. My intent is to safely encounter this driver here and have a conversation with them and business with them about whatever violation they did.
Then why am I in cuffs?
Because you also committed a violation that was more serious than what they had committed.
It was a serious violation?
More serious than had in front of me.
I think you're, you know, as far as a man, I think you're more than this, dude. I see you as more than this. I'm sorry you don't.
So for next time, just so you understand what I was trying to explain to you, you can film me. I don't care about the phone. People film me all the time. Usually I wave and smile and say hi. But when you come up to my driver and you're talking to my driver, it's not your business. If you were to buy, let's say that truck, for example, that's far enough away that I know you're not going to be involved. And if you want to film, that's cool. I'll ignore it. I know some cops get pissed off about it. I'm not pissed off about you filming. What I'm upset about is that you started engaging with my driver, and you had no business to. If you want to talk to them after I release them, I'm okay with that. That's fine. Have a conversation with them.
See, now, we could have had this conversation publicly and you wouldn't get sued. If you guys said, okay, let's not arrest him, you know, here's how the cop feels, here's how I feel, you're not going to change being a cop, right?
That's not what would have happened. I mean, I know you already all know this, yeah, but you know, it's my super duper serious reaction and commentary channel, so I'm going to react. And that's just not how it would have gone at all, not one little bit. The copper would have said, "Excuse me, sir, yeah, I'm at the moment, I am engaging with this person. It's private business, basically, sort of thing. You know what I mean? You've got no right to be talking to them, basically, whilst I am dealing with them. Please, you can film, but just stand back a little bit and wait until we're finished." And he would Chille then said, "Oh, okay then, sir, yeah, but you know, I'm just here to film. It's my job and it's my grift and it's what I do. But yeah, that's fine." It just wouldn't have gone like that. It'd have gone, "Shut the fuck up. You can't tell me what to do. Fuck off, copper, pig. Meh, meh, meh."
I'm not going to stop filming cops. So instead of you dragging me to a dungeon and charging me with crimes, we could have had this public conversation about, hey, here are my boundaries of you filming, and made that a public conversation. And we were going to arrest him, but we didn't instead to have this, and he was going to sue, but he didn't. Instead, we had this public conversation about what we want as cops and what you want as auditors. That would be far more productive than you taking me to a dungeon and suing. We would actually get somewhere bridging the divide.
Well, let's be productive moving forward, but I can't ignore what already happened here today.
You can. You can take these cuffs off me. I can tell you I'm not going to sue you. And we can do the public conversation about here's what the cops want when they audit, when you're auditing them, and here's what we want. Because what you just
Does he actually think that the cops bothered about him saying, "I'm going to sue you"? Oh, shut the fuck up, Chille, already.
said to me has a lot of value, and it would go a long way in the community if you just let your guard down and said it.
What do you think other people would do if I let you go right now?
I think, what would they say about me for not suing you and the guy tortured me? They're going to say Chille let down a little bit, and he let down a little bit, and now they're having a public conversation about if you're going to audit, don't talk to the driver while the cop's talking because he wants to do his job. And that's a very valuable piece of information that everybody in the auditing community could hear and then be like, oh, okay, so that's a boundary. Okay. Instead, we won't have that conversation. You know, and it's, I want to bridge the gap. I don't just want to hate cops. I actually want to change it. I'm not just some frauditor trying to make money from YouTube. I'm an executive, dude. I quit my executive job to do this.
Right, I remember this last night, yeah. Please, somebody, when was he an executive? That's a serious question. I don't believe him for a second. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, what? Exactly. When was he an executive? Failed actor? Got it. Conman? Got it. Failed, repeated, attempted business bullshit? Got it. Super unnecessary headbanging human? Got it. 1,000 Ways to Die? I know this all fits into failed actor. Power Ranger? Got it. When was he an executive? And exactly, he told him to go back to his car, little dog. And that's the kind of things that he says to coppers, isn't it? So just, the whole fucking conversation just shocked me that he came out with so much bullshit. Like he'd, And has he come out of this saying, right, well, now we know, people, now we know that it was because of this, so that is a boundary. So now at least everybody knows that that's a boundary. Unfortunately, I had to learn the hard way, but everybody else can learn from me. No, because that never even got mentioned as far as I can remember.
A huge pay cut, by the way. But, unless you...
A fucking huge pay cut. Stop fucking lying. Oh, God. It's like one of these lads that pretends that, I don't know, he was with the fucking special forces and he also trained to be a ninja while saving lives in fucking wherever and, you know, doing open heart surgery on babies. But he was doing that when he was 12. He graduated university when he was 10. So, you know, yeah.
Drop your ego a little bit and I drop mine. I want to sue the shit out of Sandoval for torturing me. But if I tell you I won't, then I won't. And if you unarrest me, then you unarrest me. And then we set a schedule to sit down face to face and say, I was going to arrest him, I was going to sue him, and we both backed down. And here's what we learned. That goes so much further than this bullshit we're doing right now, dude.
So here's the options that I have, okay? I can't unarrest you, but hear me out. I can either fully book you into the jail, where you have court tomorrow morning, or I can issue what's known as a class.
Yes, I do remember that Navy girl. Is that when he was an executive? I bet it was.
2 citation. Have you ever been issued one of those before? Basically, it's a ticket that you get processed through the jail. They fingerprint and photograph you, and then it's a walkthrough. And what it does is it removes you from the area because you're
Redacted.
anyway, okay? And it can't continue here right now.
Well,
So what I can do is I can issue the class 2 citation. It's a walkthrough, and you'll be right out. You'll be out like an hour or so. Don't quote me on that.
will you have
but
a
something.
sit-down conversation?
What's that?
Will you have the conversation? Will you sit down on camera and talk about your boundaries for auditors?
That's not something that my department usually lets us do. There's a position for that, and I'm sure that they would be happy to talk to you.
Well, how good is this going, dude?
But they're not going to let me personally.
But how good is
So he was vice president of an advertising agency. Yeah, what a load of bollocks. I was an executive, yes.
going between citizens and police? It's going terrible. It's going worse than ever. It's not getting better. So I'm trying, but I've tried to do it nice, and you guys would never sit down and talk with me. And now I'm going hardcore with you guys. Let's have a public conversation.
So we have a position for that. We have officers for that.
That's public relations.
Their whole job is to do that type of thing. It's to answer questions for the community. And what I'm trying to explain is, could I answer yes to your question? I could, but then I would be violating my policies. They don't let us speak out like that. They want that specific position to answer your questions. That way none of our staff is blindsided. That way they know what's going on. They know who they're talking to. They know what topics you're going to be talking about. That way everybody is in the know. My job is different from that. I'm just a patrol officer. I'm a lowly patrol officer.
You're not lowly, dude. You're a man.
Well, I appreciate that. But does that make sense, though? Like, there is a
I
position.
don't like you putting me in your house, dude. You're a man.
Reach out to our headquarters. That's where they all are.
I've done this, dude. It goes nowhere. We never get anywhere. It never changes, and it has to change. I don't just want to do this so people notice who I am. They already do. I want to do this because I actually want to change this. Like, for example, dude, you guys had me on camera. I'm not going to try to fight you. Once the body cam's on and I see that you say you're detained, okay, I'm not concerned.
How can we get to see so many people breaking the law then, yeah? On camera, on body cams, on dash cams, on mobile phone cams. Just, you know what I mean? We get to see so many people breaking the laws violently as well, quite often. But no, because they pointed a camera at Chille, that's it. He's digitally detained, isn't he? That's what he calls it, yeah. I was going to say something else, but I've just completely forgot. Never mind.
I won't. Now, I see the crazies in Vegas that will do crazy shit. I get it. But most of us middle-class folks, I'm not fighting, I'm not running.
Right, he's got no job, he's got no home. Does he own his car, or did somebody buy it for him or give it to him? But he's middle class. Get you, I'm not middle class. Well, most of us middle class folks, yep.
You're right. Most people are not violent. But the ones that don't listen to us right away, have you seen the First Amendment auditors that are violent?
I've never seen
That have weapons?
I've never seen any.
I've seen a lot.
Show me, send them to me.
And the thing is, I don't know you. Now I'm starting to get to know you, but I didn't know you before.
DeleteLaws@gmail.com.
That doesn't mean that he knows you. And having a name like Delete Laws, I imagine, right, if I was a copper and somebody came up to me later and they were saying, oh, Delete Laws, that wouldn't make me think, oh, well, yeah, that's a cop-friendly person. That's not a person. The way he's acted and the things that he's said and all sorts, he clearly isn't right in the head and is potentially dangerous. It's that simple. Everybody is potentially dangerous. The point is that the copper doesn't know you, so therefore you could be dangerous. He should be able to go home to his family in that night after his shift. He's got every right to be able to do that. So he shouldn't have to risk his own life giving some stranger a chance to maybe murder him.
Laws on YouTube.
Delete Laws?
Delete Laws, okay? I'd like to see a First Amendment violent auditor. But the point is, though, is once you say you're on camera and you're detained, do you understand that you're detained? That's it, dude. I'm not going to commit a felony and walk off. I'm not gonna.
How does he know that, though, Chille? How does he know that? Loads of auditors, when they're told that they're detained, they say, oh, am I free to leave? Or am I detained? You're detained. Yeah, but am I free to leave? Just fuck off.
I mean, I think that, don't get me wrong, you go to Charleston Boulevard and stuff, you're going to get people who are that are methed out and shit that'll do that. I mean, Sandoval's out there and tried to pretend like I was on drugs or I was crazy or something. Just absurd,
So basically, the other copper was acting like you are exactly what you are. And he probably thought you was on drugs because your lips literally went white. Not just, like a hint, not pale. They were white. It was weird. And you were acting like you were crazy because you are.
I'm glad you didn't commit a felony, but can you see that you tried to walk off? I mean, you didn't turn your back to me, but I told you to come to my car and you refused.
I walked right over your car, right there. I walked right to it. I stood right for your car.
It took like 4 or 5 commands for you to do that. And that was clear. I said, come over to my car.
I couldn't understand why you were coming at me. Like,
Dave, I'll send it you after. I had a right game trying to get it to upload onto Dropbox. The files were too big. So I had to make them smaller to be able to play on here. And so then after this, I'm going to upload them to Dropbox. But I ran out of time, mate, so I will sort you out, I promise.
I'm no danger to you, dude. Like, you gotta stop here. Like, and this is what I'm talking about. This conversation we're having right now should be recorded, and other people should get to hear it. This doesn't help with the processes we're doing. The conversation is what matters. Other auditors need to hear your point of view. And then you hear my point of view. I want to get the whole shot. I need him to leave my driver alone until I'm done with the driver. Oh, okay. Now we're getting somewhere. And now less auditors are being arrested, less irritates the cops. The cops can do their jobs better. If anybody worth their salt is for law and order.
Let me backtrack to something real quick, because I need to talk about it to understand where you're at with it. For the Class 2 citation to happen, a walkthrough, where you're not held there overnight, you have to cooperate with the corrections officers, and you have to do what they say. If at any point in time they feel like you're not going to cooperate, will tell me to fully book you. I'm telling you this because being down there, that's not the right time and place to have a conversation with them.
Take the cuffs off.
I can't. It's our policy.
Let me go.
I can't put them in the front. I can't take them off.
Just unarrest me now.
I can't do that.
I'm serious.
I can't do that.
You can, Borg.
So listen, if you cooperate and just be quiet at the jail, just let them walk you through, you'll be out tonight.
I'm down for everything except for taking off all my clothes and having people look at my ass.
They're not going to do that. We're not strip searching. There's no reason for us to do that.
I'm not a drug.
And there's a massive disappointment. You can just feel the internal sigh, can't you? He's so gutted.
I don't have any.
No, I don't think you have anything wedged up there or anything like that. No, we're not going to do that. It's gonna.
One of those charges.
What's that?
Why don't you drop one of those
No,
charges?
you're getting both, but you're going to get a ticket on it instead of a full arrest. But here's the thing: if you don't cooperate, it's not my decision. The sergeant will say, "No, we're not comfortable with that. Fully book them." So just understand that's not the right place to have the conversation.
Oh, I know it very well.
Okay.
You have no rights once you're in drug. You have to shut the fuck up and get paid. If you don't, they'll kill you.
No, the vehicle, he asked about taking the vehicle. Is he good to take the vehicle or just the dog?
That's my family.
Is it registered to? I didn't even. Is it registered to him? I need to check the registration first.
I didn't run it. What's a cat?
Well, I'm gonna do a Class 2 citation, so just let me just give him the key back once they have the dog. He'll get out. He can come pick it up later tonight. It's easier that way. Is the dog out?
It's in the car, so cousin or whatever's gonna take it.
All right. Still on. So he's calmed down. Told him I'm going to do Class 2 citation as long as he keeps staying calm. He said the COs could always change that. Just be cooperative. So you good with that? All right.
Johnson versus Glick.
What's that?
1980 Johnson versus Glick.
Uh-huh.
If you go to jail, you have no rights.
Well, you have rights, but not all of them.
You have to shut the. They'll kill you. They'll kill you.
Sorry, I paused it too soon. Yeah. Chille is that important that if he goes to jail, they will kill him. They'll kill him because he is that important. He is like, you know, he's somebody that can just bring down the powerful, you know, politicians and monarchy around the world and everything. He can just destroy them with everything that he knows and what he can do. So, one night in jail, and not even 1 night, sorry, 1 hour in the jail building type thing, getting his fingerprints taken and a photograph taken, and getting given a ticket, and they'll kill him. Everybody, you need to get your violins out.
Johnson versus Glick.
What's that?
1980 Johnson versus Glick.
Uh-huh.
If you go to jail, you have no rights.
Well, you have rights, but not all of them.
You
Some.
have to shut the... They'll kill you. And they'll get away with it. Because of Johnson versus Glick. You literally can't say anything or do anything once you're behind the wall. You're taking me, Mr. Bork, to the most dangerous place in the world for me right now.
Mr. Bork. And it's the most dangerous place in the world right now. So, you know, you think of war zones and stuff. Nope. They're a fairground in comparison. I can't even bother to list dangerous places, yeah. But, yeah, that jail where Chille's going is the most dangerous place in the world. And if he says anything, they'll kill him. And they'll get away with it too. They're going to kill him.
There's no more dangerous place you can take me in the world. You could drop me off in Charleston Corridor. You could drop me off in the hood in LA. The most dangerous place you can drop me is a jail.
Can you hear him?
No.
I heard him.
Shit.
That shut the copper up, didn't it? Because it's Daisy.
Would you ask my nephew to pick me up?
Sure. Is there anything else?
I'd like to have that talk with you on camera, Bork.
That I can't do because of my policies, but I can ask your nephew.
Is it okay if he talks to him, or if not? Something.
Is he? Yeah, he's not gonna start making a scene or anything, right? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Mason, your nephew's gonna come over to talk to you.
You want to go around that side?
This side's fine.
I bet he plays victim to his nephew.
Window, then stop. Okay? Come on. They're gonna take you to jail and book you and let me go. I know.
No, Somalia and Iraq, they're nothing. The jail in Las Vegas, the most dangerous place in the world. I reckon that people would go to Somalia from that jail for like a holiday sort of thing. So definitely Syria as well. Yeah, 100%.
Pick me up. Yeah, I'll get you. Sorry to put you guys out. Sorry, they're fine. Good go. Oh, like, both anyways. All right, what do you guys think? Like 30 minutes of me ready to go, an hour?
No, it would be a couple hours. But he'll have his phone. He can call you.
Shoot me a call. I should get the dog out. Oh, yeah. You know what made me the way I am?
What's that?
You know what made me the way I am?
What's that?
The torture cuffs.
The torture cuffs?
I was tortured at 18
At 18? By who?
by a cop.
Cop.
Put me in the cuffs super tight, left them on for an hour and a half. My hands turned purple.
Well, we're going to get out of here as soon as we get your key.
Poor 69 in the chat, yeah? If you think that, yeah, it did get nicked at the age of 18, you know what? It might have even had those handcuffs on for an hour and a half. But put a 69 in the chat if you don't believe for a second that his hands turned purple.
Back. That way we can get you out of those.
That's what made him like this, by the way. That's what he said. You know what made me the way I am? What? Torture cuffs.
It's the
I was
shoulder that
tortured
hurts.
at 18. Got put in handcuffs at 18 for an hour and a half. Really,
How'd you
really
injure your
tight.
shoulder?
I was turning purple.
Grappling.
Shit. Did we hear him how he set out? Did he say how he hurt his shoulder? Because I didn't hear it. Let me know if you heard it.
Just push the button.
It's a lot of 69s, that is.
I mean, you couldn't like doing this job, man. You couldn't like it anymore.
Why?
You got people like me who have crossed over doing what I do now. You couldn't enjoy it.
Crossed over from where? What's he mean, crossed over? Like he's gone to the dark side. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. So, you know, he used to be a big backer of the blue and all this, that and the other, probably until he was 18 and was given purple hands by a copper. But, yeah, he's gone over now. He's crossed over. And everybody in the whole world, not just America, everybody in the whole world feels the same as he does. Because, you know, you've got no coppers out there enjoying their job. Not one copper out there likes being a cop now. Bet you are.
I mean, how do you do it?
My job?
Yeah, people hate you, don't you? How do you deal with that?
People fucking hate you. People hate you, Chille. But the people that hate you actually do it for a good reason. They hate you because you've done things that have caused people to hate you. You are a hateable, I don't even know if that's a real word, yeah, but it is now. A hateable person. You're despicable, you're disgusting. And you deserve every little bit of hate that you get. I mean, yeah, get fucked.
Some people hate me, not a lot of people. All right, it's all on. All right, thank you. Thank you for that stuff.
Detestable, yeah, that's a better word, isn't it, than the made-up hateable word. Maybe hateable is a real word, but it doesn't feel very real. I hope we can still hear it when the car's driving. I mean, I hope we can still hear Chille and his whining. We should be able to. Buzz Lightyear did say so, yeah.
My glasses?
Where are they?
Here, the cop had them.
Let's see if they're in your bag. I have them in your bag. What's that?
Is there a reason why I need to be blind?
No, we have to remove all property. If the jail's okay with you putting them on, they'll give them back.
You know, like, it would have gone a long way for Doolittle or Sorensen or you to tell Sandoval to stop squeezing it, you know? There's just no reason to do that to me, you know? Like, I don't understand, like, it was just physical pain. It was inflicting pain. I don't understand that, you know? Like,
It just doesn't understand. That nasty copper, he squeezed his arm a little bit, and it was just pain, man. It was just pain, and he just doesn't understand. I do feel so sorry for him, I really do. If this was not a live stream, if it was a video, my tiny violin would definitely be out for a lot of this.
I may not like you, bro, but I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to see you in pain. I don't want to see you suffering. It sounds miserable to me watching someone else say, you're hurting me.
You literally want to see cops burn in hell. You have said it repeatedly. I mean, I don't believe in hell, but I imagine that if it was real and you burn in hell, that would be quite painful. Maybe. And you don't care what happened to police. You've said that many, many times. You have no empathy, like sympathy, whatever, for whenever police are killed in action or injured. So get fucked. Right, by the way, I'm going to try my absolute hardest not to pause it now, just let it play for a bit. I'm trying, really trying.
I don't know why none of the other cops said, hey, stop squeezing his arm, dude. Like, you know what I mean? How many people run away in handcuffs?
A lot, actually.
A lot? Right. Meth guys on the street, stuff like that. Homeless.
Sometimes that's a factor.
Regular dudes who middle class life makes them run away.
Everybody has a different reason why.
Wish someone would have told the guy to stop her. That's all.
I believe that, yeah, he brings up homeless guys when he's homeless. Yes, I do remember that Navy girl, and I've been thinking about that a lot lately, and I'd like to have that video. So yeah, if anybody's got that or can point me in the right direction, that'd be great. Because I reckon there's many people that are maybe newer to the Chilleverse, so to speak, aren't familiar with that. It's fucking disgusting.
I mean, your job is to catch criminals, bro. You know? You're supposed to catch people who rob, who assault. That's what you're supposed to do. You know? And I think there's a function for that job in America. So the idea that we're going to defund police, it's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. It's not going to happen. But it's not working like this. And that's what I'm showing you. And this is further proof. You're taking your 3-4 hours of time to arrest a guy that would help you if you were under an emergency.
You
understand?
fucking liar.
If you were in a disadvantage and people were attacking you, I would stop it. But you're spending your time arresting me. That's the part that's so frustrating, you know? Your time should be spent on criminals. You should not be spent arresting people. You're a smart guy, dude. You're not stupid. How many hours are you spending doing this right now? I mean, just lose that. actually a victim of someone who is a criminal. I mean, you guys allocate your time to people over. That's where your time allocation is. You know? I mean, you hear what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Your time allocation is done the wrong way. You guys don't allocate time for criminals, you allocate time for revenue. You know, you should really watch my channel so you know who I am. You know? Because I'm not playing games. This, you arresting me, it literally just hurts you guys and helps me. You know? It makes you guys look worse, and it builds up my platform even bigger. You know? And I offer you, I said, hey, let's do this another way. You know, let's do this a better way. Let's not do it like this. You know? So what, you know, you said something to me, and I heard you, man. I heard you said, what changes my behavior? So you said, I'm going to arrest you, and take you from down and shoot.
That might have been another officer. I don't remember saying that.
It was the sergeant. What's his name again? Duffy?
Tori.
Sorry?
Tori.
Tori. So Tori was saying that, right? So then what changes policing behavior? What changes? Because if there was a camera on that light pole by your stop, you wouldn't have been offended by it. But because I was there holding the camera, you were offended by it.
So it's not the camera that we're concerned about. It's your intent. What is your intent coming up on the car stop? Some people's intent is to record. Some people's intent is to interfere. Some people's intent is to harm the officer. And we don't know which one of those three things is your intent. Your intent may have been just to record. But the thing is, I don't know if your intent, I don't know if you're one of those guys whose intent is to hurt the officer on the stop.
Many officers been hurt by someone.
Yes, many have gotten into fights with people who are armed with weapons. They pulled weapons on the officers. It doesn't happen all the time, but it happens.
You email that to me, laws@gmail.com.
If I come across it, but just YouTube it, you'll find it's not hard.
I'll look.
So the thing is, until I know why you're trying to do that, why you're coming up on the stop, I have to be safe.
It's the daytime though, man. Like, you get shot in the daytime too. You can shoot your cops when they walk with their cameras.
Yeah. Cops get shot at night or day, it doesn't matter.
They get shot on Saturday nights. That's when the most cops get shot, followed by Friday nights. And then followed by domestic disturbances.
Domestics are violent.
Domestic disturbances is the most dangerous call. So, I can sit here and talk shop with you all day about the facts and statistics, but the truth is, until human beings sit down and share with society the ways to make it better, it's not.
Can you at least agree that that maybe wasn't the best way to go about doing that?
No chance.
That maybe there would have been, like, maybe waiting until the stop was over to come over and talk to me?
Sorry, say it again.
Don't you think you could have maybe waited or something to come talk to me once the stop was over instead of right in the middle of it?
2020, you look back on things, you can always do things better. You know, look backwards and say, you know, what could we have done better? Sure. But
does that make sense to you? Do you agree with that? That it maybe would have been better to just talk to me after the stop?
I mean, I think once I learned that I'm a journalist and a constitutional scholar, that should have disarmed you to the point where you realize how you can hear the phone.
But you're too close. You were too close.
That's what I'm talking about. How close is too close? There's been no dialogue. Every time I talk to cops and say, let's have a public dialogue, they always go, oh, it's over my head. And I talk to someone else about me.
Sorry, I've got to pause it. Did he just say lovely dialogue? Is that what he said? So my husband says public dialogue. He can hear better than me. Never mind.
I can't do anything about it. It's just getting worse and worse and worse. Sooner or later, we gotta go, okay, enough of this bullshit. Can't talk about this, can't talk about that. We gotta sit down and talk.
So the standard is what's reasonable. And that changes depending on the situation.
Time, a parking lot, the guys are dressed normally, not dressed like a crazy person or homeless.
Doesn't matter how you're dressed. The fact that you're able to have a conversation with my driver while I'm having business with them, I would say that most people, reasonable people, would say that's too close.
Yep.
If you're far enough away that you're not in our business, like let's pretend you said you're an executive, and you were having a meeting with somebody. Would you want somebody to walk in the door and take a seat right next to you, or would that feel too close?
Can you understand that you're in a meeting with someone that you forced to have a meeting with? And I was just saying if she was okay. And then she actually took credit. It was my fault. I made a mistake. And I was actually backing away before you came at me like, dude, get over here now. Go over my car. And I was like, I'm literally backing away. If you watch the video, I'm stepping backwards as you're reaching your arm out for me. And I don't know why you're trying to grab me. You know, like, I'm no threat to you. We got a camera in my hand.
Does she look like she was in distress?
I just asked her, are you okay? She said, yeah, I'm fine. It was my fault. And I was backing away from there.
Did she look like she wasn't okay?
I didn't know. I don't know. You know, if you watched Sandoval, you wouldn't have thought I was in distress if you just looked at it. But you don't realize he was in there squeezing the shit out of my arm. You know, it's like turn off the blood supply. And then when I finally torqued my arm so I could breathe again, the blood supply, then he tried to jack my shoulder up. And it was like, bro, I'm in trouble house, dude. Like, you don't need to do any of this to me. Like, there was just no need for it. Look, it's just, and I'm sorry if you don't like it, it's just male egos. You got an ego, I got an ego, right? It's true, dude. I'm not saying I don't have an ego, I do. And you wanted to demand me around, I didn't want to be demanded around, and now it's escalated to like how many charging fines.
I didn't even want to have business with you. I mean, I would have talked to you after, but I didn't even want to have to do that. We'll be there soon.
I got a tear in the shoulder, that's all. I can do about it.
I tried to put you in too to give you more room.
You guys are going to get a lot of calls.
That's okay.
Is it not?
You're all right, though, you just.
Oh, it's not.
What are you going to do, Bork? Are you going to try to bridge the gap here? Are we going to get anywhere from this arrest? I mean, this is another
Shit.
slog.
I'm trying and failing to pause it, aren't I? J.L. Warren's not happy that he used that term again. I know his channel's called Bridge the Divide, but yeah, he should sue him, I think. Just saying. Alright, let me rewind it. I'm trying really hard, and I personally think I'm doing great, succeeding in not pausing it. So, rewind. Ah, too far. Shit. There you go, that'll do.
What are you going to do, Bork? Are you going to try to bridge the gap here? Are we going to get anywhere from this arrest? I mean, this is just another slog of just wasted time. Because it's not getting any better like this, dude. I mean, we're going to actually have a sit-down talk. Are we going to get there? Are we going to actually talk about what we have to talk about out loud? Because as long as we don't continue to talk, it's just going to be black versus white constantly, no gray. And I'm trying to get there, dude. I'm trying to.
Yeah, now you've been arrested. You're arse licking. I mean, you can class that as trying if you want. But as soon as you're released, rather fucking quickly, with minimal flipping, whatever the right words are that I can't be bothered to think of right now, you're then back to abusing police officers again, being an absolute cunt again. So everything that you say in this car especially is an absolute lie. No shocker there. It's Chille, isn't it?
I think that's a good mission.
Yeah, dude, I've been trying for a year and a half. Just trying and trying. And it's like, if you guys won't work with us, then you're just going to have constantly people beating you instead of like working together. And that's what we should be doing.
All I ask is that next time you see an officer on a stop, if you want to record, just stay out of their business and just record them, okay? And when the stop is over, you can go talk to that officer. But just don't do it during the middle. And if that officer wants to talk to you, then he'll talk to you. And usually we're more willing to talk to you if you approach us like that versus in the middle of the stop. If you do that next time, you might get the answers that you're looking for. And it may not be the first cop you talk to. Maybe they don't want to talk to you.
I'm talking to you now. Are you going to go to your higher ups and say, I arrested a guy. He's pretty known across the country. He told me some things that make sense. I talk.
So
it's not working like this, dude.
He taught me some things that made sense, or he told me some things that made sense. So he's just assuming that the copper completely agrees with half of the stuff that he says then. And the copper's being bloody lovely. You know what?
you have to reach out to the headquarters.
Sorry, sir?
You have to reach out to headquarters. Like I said, that position that we have in place.
He called him sir.
No, not a name. We have a position in place at our headquarters.
What's his name?
I don't know their names.
Why don't you reach out to him?
Because they won't do anything if I reach out to them. You have to reach out to them.
What's the name of the department?
The PIO, Public Information Officer.
I've contacted the PIO in 10 different states, dude. This isn't going to do anything. This is just wasting our time. Unless we actually sit down and start to talk, instead of you guys having policies and we just have to agree with it, it's not going to work. You can't force people into submission. It just doesn't work. I mean, we saw that in the Philippines, 1899, 1910. It didn't work.
Maybe your battle is with the lawmakers and not with the police.
It takes a man to do what you're doing. And I told you, I think more of your humanity than you do. You're worth so much more than arresting a guy for filming you.
Did you hear what I had to say, though? Maybe your battle is with the lawmakers and not police? Because you're saying you want to delete laws, right?
Delete dumb laws, yes.
So, if you get rid of laws through the lawmaker, then I have fewer laws to enforce. My job is administrative. If I see a violation, I have to contact you. That's my job. But if they change the law and it's no longer a violation, then I don't talk to you.
So he just wants to delete dumb laws then. So his channel should be called Delete Dumb Laws. But then who's the one that decides which laws are dumb and which ones aren't? Obviously that's Chille. What qualifies him to decide which laws are dumb and which laws aren't? I mean, there are some genuinely dumb laws. Most of them are quite old though. And they're funny, them sort, and they're pretty much never enforced. He doesn't believe in people being stopped for drink driving, does he? DUI. You can do that, that's fine. He expects people to voluntarily stop when they're under the influence. If that was the case, there wouldn't be people, a lot of people dying due to DUI drivers and whatnot. That's just one that comes to mind that he clearly thinks is a dumb law. So if he overturned that, then I did a video and I put some statistics in it. Whatever the number was, it was a lot. It was less than what it used to be, how many people die due to DUI drivers. But it was still too many. And the amount injured as well, way too many. And that was just in America. And so all of that blood will be on his hands if he gets to overturn that dumb law.
I follow the rules that the lawmakers create.
Didn't you sign a peace officer agreement?
What do you mean? What are you getting at?
You don't enforce infractions of law. I'm an old peace officer, right?
Yes, but what I'm saying is the people who tell me what's peaceful and what's not are the lawmakers. They tell me what's right and wrong.
Well, isn't peace determined on if your rights are being violated or not?
But all those standards are set forth by the courts and by the legislators.
Right. You don't have laws. You can peacekeep. There's a big difference. One is you're upholding the rights of citizens and protecting their rights. The other is you're looking for infractions of law to enforce on people.
That's my job.
That's not. Your job's a peace officer.
We have many hats.
Absolutely, Burns. Couldn't agree more. I just wanted to pause it just to completely agree with you. And I will try not to pause it again.
We have many functions. One of my functions is to find violations. One of my other functions is to be a peacekeeper. I wear many hats. Sometimes I have to be a paramedic and be a medical person.
You don't have a law enforcement certificate. You have a peace officer. There's no victim to crime of being arrested. There's no victim. Nobody is out property. No one needs restitution. But yet I'm willing to wage the killings.
So there he is again, look, with his no victim crime. So they're all the crimes that he feels that are definitely done, isn't it? So, if you, like I say, if you're driving under the influence, I can't even think properly now. But you know what I mean anyway. But that's one. I think that's a major one. That one really, really pisses me off. People driving without a driving licence. People driving without insurance. People driving... I mean, over here we have MOTs. You know, your vehicle has to be safe to be on the road. And if it isn't, that could cause problems. That could hurt other people. You get caught without a driving licence and you get stopped from being able to drive because you're not qualified to drive. In theory, if you've not got a driving licence, you could hurt somebody. There could be a victim. Then police have just stopped any possible victims. You get caught drink driving. You get stopped drink driving and prevented from further drink driving sort of thing. Therefore, like you've potentially prevented victims. There has to be a victim to be a crime. Just that whole philosophy just blows my mind.
The next hour or two of my life is going to be the most dangerous time of my life. Right now. And I don't want...
Have you been to Clark County Detention Center? It's not dangerous.
I've never been arrested at all.
It's not dangerous.
It's not dangerous.
All you have to do is what they ask of you, and it's all reasonable requests. Sit down here, walk here, do this.
Exactly.
If you do those things, it's easy. It's a walkthrough.
Right. If you turn into a clone drone beta male, you'll be fine. You'll make it through the jail system. And you have to, because of Johnson versus Flick. You have to. If you don't, they can literally kill you and say they were maintaining order. And it's been that way since 1980. That's why our prisons are horrible. Why they're called dungeons. They're horrible. If you don't comply and leave out on the street, you're a cop. So there's going to be cameras, and there's probably audio and video recording in this car, there's all kinds of things. Once you're behind the wall, you're cooked. You're cooked.
I thought he said that, Eric, but I thought I was just mishearing again, because, like I said, I've not exactly got the greatest hearing. It really did sound like he said that he's never been arrested. If he really definitely did say that, yeah, does he really think that these police can't see that he's definitely been arrested? And I mean, he's even admitted that he's been arrested loads of times. Even when he lies and pretends he hasn't got a criminal record, he usually admits that he's been arrested loads of times, doesn't he? I mean, if he's never been arrested, why did that copper, when he was 18, put him in handcuffs too tight for an hour and a half and send his hands purple? Was that just for giggles? Maybe it was kinky time. I bet it was. Hi, Aaron, mate. How you doing?
I could die tonight.
You're not gonna die.
I'm telling you, man. You don't think so? I could die tonight.
Sorry, I'm going to pause. Sweets has said in Sheffield last night, a 12-year-old stole a car and killed a 60-year-old. That's all right. Don't apologise for bringing down, bringing the room for Lord. But yeah, that's bloody awful. And there you go, very good example. I mean, in Chille's fucking utopia, 12-year-olds would probably be allowed to do that kind of thing because there's no victim. I don't fucking know.
Oh yeah, I'm just talking about people that get arrested. I mean, why else do you think I'd be willing to drop a lawsuit for not taking it? Because my life is worth so much more than my ego suing someone. Because it's ego. It's ego, right? Isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think so, but
Really?
you're allowed that opinion. It's fine.
You felt wronged. You felt like I didn't listen to you, so you were going to arrest me. That's your ego. I feel wrong. You're kidnapping me and taking me to a place.
Really makes me laugh that he really thinks that, I keep saying really well too many times, that he thinks that he's going to get the copper to say, yeah, you're right, it was ego. I'm sorry, man, it was ego. Maybe he thinks the copper ain't got his body cam on anymore, you know. That honestly never even occurred to me. That could be it. Maybe no, he'd have heard them beeps, wouldn't it? Do they hear the beeps? Or is it just on the recording? I just don't know. Hiya, Uncle Martin. How you doing?
Right? But what good does that do us at the end of the day? You may be a hard-driving personality, and me too, but that doesn't bridge any gaps. You get two hard-driving dudes going at each other, and what good does it do?
It entertains the 61 people that are watching this right now, as well as the few hundred people that watched it on Artist Corporate Fiction channel last night, and the people that watched it over on Miss Mandy's channel and other channels. It's giving us lots of entertainment. I mean, for God's sake, how many times did we all watch just that 5-minute arrest video from Chille's video, from his phone? I mean, played that on a loop. It was very, very entertaining. And this copper has just shown himself to be absolutely brilliant. I can't sing his praises enough. I think he's great. The longer the video, the more that we hear and see of him, he just is... You couldn't ask for any better. He's been so decent, so nice. Yeah.
It's just such a waste of time. And now I have to go to the most dangerous place there is for a person to go.
My argument with you is that I feel like you picked about the poorest way to bring up with police. If that was your intent to bridge the gap, I think there was 1,000 ways that were better than what you chose.
The first year I tried it nice. The first year I tried it really sweet, dude. I tried it so nice. Officer, corporal, lieutenant, sir, we have a meeting, sir, please.
Really? How the hell did I miss those videos then? Because, I mean, the reason that he came on our radar and shit is because he wasn't nice. He was... Oh, God, you know what? I'm going to stop pausing.
Let's get together and talk about this, sir. I did that for a year, dude. You know where it got us? Nowhere.
You fucking liar.
Nowhere. And you may not know it, but I'm one of the most popular guys in the country.
Yes, I have just paused it again because that just blows my mind that he just said that as well. I wish I could make it louder. Well, hey, way too far. Let's go there. You hear what I said anyway. He's one of the most popular guys in this, I don't know, line of work or something.
I did that for a year, dude. You know where it got us? Nowhere. Nowhere. And you may not know it, but I'm one of the most popular guys in the country who does this. And I tried to tell him, man, it's like, look, we don't need to do this. We're still doing it. It's like, I don't get it. I would never take you to this place. You know that? I would never drag you off like this. I'm not happy with you. I still wouldn't do this to you, and I still wouldn't hurt you.
The audit majority, I don't know, it might not even be the majority, but a good amount of the auditing community can't stand him. And the auditors, or them kind of channels with the biggest amount of subscribers, you know, the actual popular ones, Can't stand him. If I just the three off the top of my head, for example, Accountability for All, Lackluster, and James Freeman. Can't stand him. And all three of them have got a pretty good subscriber count.
I mean, we don't agree, right? I don't agree, but I wouldn't hurt you. I would not hurt you, bro. You know that? You'd have to be physically attacking me for me to even try to defend myself. But I wouldn't hurt another person. This is not how I am.
I think that beats whenever the bodycam picks up bullshit. It seems to.
It could be that, yeah. Did you hear what my husband just said? He wondered what that beeping noise is, and I told him it was the body cam, and he says, do you think it makes that noise and just keeps beeping every time it picks up bullshit? Because it seems to. That could be it.
Same thing, man. Drove me down to the dungeon. Same thing. 9 cops.
Yeah, he does sweep. He's got a lawsuit against Josh from Accountability for All. Oh, this bit's funny.
Is this a casino?
This in front of us is, yeah.
Oh, is this a jail?
We're,
See, we're downtown.
yeah, it's nearby, but it's not this.
The casino went in the jail. I can't believe it. I was so disappointed. I honestly thought, yeah, it's Las Vegas. You know, it's bound to be, innit? The casino is a jail. The jail is a casino. But no, what a letdown.
Where are you from?
Alaska.
Alaska? You're not from Linwood, California?
I was born there. Oh yeah, I was born in Linwood, sure. I was raised in Alaska. Sorry about that. I mean, you have all my information.
So born in California, but raised in Alaska. Is that
born in
correct?
Cali, but then we moved to Alaska when I was 5, dude.
Okay.
I stayed there until I was 18. So. And then at 18,
He moved to California to fail at being an actor. And he invented things like the jock sock and stuff like that. Have I ever told you about the jock sock, babes?
No.
Oh, really? You do not know what you're missing.
I can imagine. I'd probably be quite happy at actually missing it.
It protects your bits from harmful rays from sunbeds, from them getting sunburnt. Because he liked kids one day, and you know it can reduce your sperm count and stuff. With him being nearly 50, you know, he would like kids one day. One day.
He should be castrated so he cannot contaminate the rest of the body.
I don't think there's a chance of him. I don't think there's a chance of it happening. Like he'd have to actually get a bird to do the deed, and I don't think he's going to risk using GHB again because like he don't like it when it gets pointed out to him that it's a date rape drug. Yeah, cheers, Sue. That would be great.
absolute torture devices. There's no reason to treat any of this. And look at the back of this car. I could sit in the front with you, man, without any cuffs on at all. I could sit in a regular car. I have to be transported. Can you see it, dude? I mean, come on, dude. We could have a more humane way of doing it. It doesn't have to be like this.
I wish you luck in bridging the gap. No, sincerely.
That sounded sarcastic. Fuck that, I don't believe
I don't
you.
have the power, but I wish you luck.
You do, though. You can do a lot more than that. You can reach out to that PIO. We can actually have that conversation about how we have to put torture cuffs on every person, or is there some sort of discretion where the person agrees to go with it? You see what I'm saying? Like, you created these policies that are inhumane. Like, my wrists hurt really bad right now.
Oh, shut up.
Well, we're here right now, so we'll get you out. That's going to help, and then we'll get you out of those handcuffs completely.
I'm not going to fight you, man. I'm not going to fist fight anybody. You saw my record. There is nothing.
I think that's about it. It goes on. We don't see anything.
That's what I'm saying, dude. You couldn't actually believe in your head and your heart that a human being like myself belongs in this kind of place. This is literally hell on earth.
Oh my days. Literally hell on earth. What a fucking pussy. Anybody that's regular, yeah, you know that I got arrested when I was 14, 2 or 3 times. I was 14. I got handcuffed. I was in handcuffs quite a while. Also, I did encounter at least one bad cop as well, one of the times. I did not whine like this. I really didn't. This is just literally hell on earth. Oh my God.
What station is this?
This is Clark County Detention Center.
What station? Radio station.
95.5 country. You like it?
Yeah. I like kind of poppy country.
Yeah, it's a good station for that. 95.5.
You know, as this goes on, Borg, remember the offer I made you. I would rather institute change. I would rather be a part of change. I would rather do that.
He doesn't say any of this shit when
Very
he's
few
not an
people
uncle.
who sue cops get huge payouts. It's such a farce, you know? You see someone on the news where they get a $2 million payout, but that's like lottery, you know? It just doesn't happen. You get $2,000 or $4,000 or $10,000 to get an apology or something like that. But no change happens from nothing.
Let me grab your stuff so I can get you out.
You can take it. No, it's not me.
Are you friends with that cop?
What's that?
Are you friends with that cop who did that to me?
I don't think that's a professional question.
Are you going to say something to him later? I mean,
He's not going to say something to him. You know what, actually? You know what he might say to him later? First of all, does Chille actually believe that this copper believes him about the other copper doing all this torturous things to his arm? I think Chille might actually believe that this cop believes everything that Chille has said. Everything. And so that's why he's saying, are you going to say something to that copper? This guy don't believe anything you're saying. He just, you know, it's his job to keep people calm and pleasant, de-escalated, so to speak. That's not the right word, but you know what I mean? It's like de-escalating the situation rather than amping it up. The only thing this guy's going to say to that other copper is, oh my days, that was just the worst ride back to the station ever. Not the station, sorry, the jail. He just wouldn't shut up. The grovelling, the whining, it was pathetic. Should have heard him when I first come across him. He was all giving it this, proper thinking he was all hard and all loud and all this, that and the other. And then he was going on and on and on about you grabbing his arm slightly and twisting it up his back. Honestly, mate, it was a joke. That's about it. That's about all he's going to say.
Yeah, you had the sergeant, so...
I'm going to say something to him, like, hey, you shouldn't have just sat and tortured that dude. Like,
I don't think he tortured you.
Oh, thank you.
Sat there and pinched on my nerve on my elbow. I'm just asking you as a man, like, I think you're more of a straight up guy. You take me on man to man, you wouldn't, like, do me sideways like that. Because you didn't torture me when I was in the house.
So what I'll tell you is, if you were excessive, I would have stopped him. But I don't think that he was excessive.
I'm telling you, speak some level and everything.
You weren't listening. You weren't listening, no. That's the problem. You weren't listening.
Nope.
You asked to face forward. You kept wanting to do one of these.
Yep.
Yeah, but you know
Those are pre-flight indicators. You're saying you don't want to run, but they're pre-flight indicators.
just because that's what they taught you, but it's not true.
Take a seat in the green chair right here, please. They're going to be off here just soon. Right here, please. Do you have anything in your pockets that the partners may have missed? All right. I'm under the Sally Point where there's a camera off, private booking.
And it's done. So yes, a pinching a nerve at his elbow was, torture, literal hell on earth. Like I've said this before, my husband's just said it as well. It's an insult to the people out there, like in war zones and stuff like that have actually been tortured. Like that bloke, for example, that whose pictures he used on his Torture Cuffs website. He used the same man's pictures, but different pictures, but from the same man, who was a torture victim in Belarus, I think it was. I hope I ain't just got that wrong. It's somewhere beginning with B. I'm sure it was Belarus. Anyway, he used the same bloke's pictures for at least 3 of those fake torture cuff stories. The person who'd actually been tortured. It just blows my mind. Right, and give us a minute. Right, how long's that on for? I don't know whether we'll get through all this. Stick around if you want to watch some of it, though. I'm going to put it on for a bit. It's his bitching the day or so after he got arrested. And the lies, we've just watched what has happened, what actually happened, and now we can hear his version.
I can't tell my next move, but...
Shut the fuck up.
Yo, what's going on with the Playboys? What's going on out there in the land of YouTube? Just here YouTubing, and I obviously... How's everybody doing? Thanks for coming. I appreciate you guys, everybody coming. Do me a favor, hit the like button, and then if you would drop in the comments for me, overturn Terry versus Ohio. If you would put OTVO in the comment section. Whether I like it or not, there's a hangover after you get arrested, and they take you to a dungeon, they kidnap your will, drag you off, and then they put you through the process of being booked into a dungeon where all of them are on the same team, but you're not on their team. And so you...
Bearing in mind, as we now know, he wasn't even locked up and that, to the sounds of things. He'd have been placed in a chair, gone through that booking malarkey, given a ticket, and released.
team, but you're not on their team, and so you feel like this horrifically bad because the people in the jail are all laughing and joking and having a good time. Literally, I heard one girl laugh so loud that I felt like I was at a bar and a girl had had a few drinks, and she was ha 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 ha, while they absolutely treated the human beings. And just so you guys know, every 5 minutes a new human being was being taken into. Every 5 minutes the door.
It's Vegas. I'm actually not surprised. I don't believe you, by the way, because it's you, and if your mouth's moving, you're lying. But I wouldn't be surprised.
Or pop open, another person would be coming through. You know, I guess first and foremost, I want to say thank you to all of you guys for being here. Even people who aren't friends with me have said that what happened was an absolute travesty. And so what I did is I pulled up the statute, and I figured that before I read the statute to you guys, I would, and we could read it together, you know, which I am 100% suing the Las Vegas Metro Police Department. I'm suing them for deprivation of my First Amendment right, my Fourth Amendment right, my 14th Amendment right, my Fifth Amendment right to due process. So they violated my rights in multiple ways. I gave them an opportunity for me not to sue them. Because, you know, we have people in this 1A.
Yeah, he gave them an opportunity, all right, didn't he? That he really did. The opportunity was just de-arrest me, and let's just have a civilized conversation where, you know, we can bridge the divide and be polite and nice to each other and hug and kiss and, you know, walk off hand in hand as best friends. But just de-arrest me, please de-arrest me. Please, please. It makes it sound like he just gave him this one choice or something. Well, you do realise, yeah, that you're doing all this and the other, and you don't mess it up, right? I will sue you. And then that was the opportunity, and they didn't take it. That's what he makes it sound like. That's not what we just watched.
Community who said, oh yeah, Chevy, thanks for the super chat. God bless you. I appreciate it. But we have people in this community who say that they work with police. No, they don't. There's nobody in the 1A community who has a symbiotic working relationship with police. No matter what they say, they don't. Because if they did, we would be able to change torture cuffs out and stop the policies. And just so you guys know, the cops tortured me. They absolutely, on the side of the road, sat there and tortured me. So let me show you guys the.
So was that him trying to cause himself a bruise, or checking to see if he's got a bruise, or was he trying to find where if you pinch just right, it hurts a little bit, so that he can remember the bit where he pretended that the copper hurt him.
But I have this hangover from being kidnapped and taken to a dungeon, having to watch how people were treated who weren't me. I had to watch absolute horrific violence right in front of me. And the man's crime was that he was asleep. And the way the man was woken was one of the guards grabbed him. It sounded like that. The man was asleep just 3 men down from me. I'm here. There's a man here. There's a man here. And the third man is here. And I'm trying just to keep myself in check because they got me in the torture cuffs. I mean, my wrists aren't too mangled because they put them on super, super light. But let me show you guys the arrest.
Whoa, wait there.
He said they put him on dead tight, didn't he?
Yeah, and he said his wrists were killing him. What's going on? He said his wrists were killing him. He said that in the car. That was the other... Oh yeah, that was when he was 18. That was when he was 18 though. It was on about that time when his hands went purple.
No, not that time.
Oh right, yeah. This.
When he was talking to that cop.
Oh yeah, and he was on about that copper pinched the nerve on his elbow and twisted his arm and all that. But he said that his wrists were killing him. But yeah, they put him on really, really nicely and carefully. Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna walk you guys through it and show you exactly what I did because this copper. I'm gonna get all the body cam footage before I announce all their names. But just so you guys know, when the cops are hemming me up, I memorized all of their names. When the cops are on top of you, you memorize those names. I looked at the name tags 6, 8, 9 times. Just kept looking at the name tag, kept looking at the name tag, kept looking at the name tag. I know all of them. And I'll tell you what, the sergeant, I gave you an opportunity to walk away from this. You chose to allow them to arrest me for filming somebody because he was butthurt. There's no law that says I have to be X feet away or so many feet away. So I've been rightfully indignant all day. I haven't called a lot of friends and family because Because the reason is that
Because you haven't got any.
I just didn't want to spread this angst and anger that I'm feeling inside because they kidnapped me. They kidnapped me, and I didn't create a victim. There was no property damage. No restitution is due. The only reason you
And there's the soft sitting him again.
should be taken off the streets is if you are a danger to yourself or to others. That's the only reason you should be taken away from the government. Should snatch you off the street. So I want to show you guys this video, and I'm going to show you just a couple of things. Thank you for those of you guys who have reached out and contacted me. And Brian from Here's the Deal actually wasn't going to leave me in the dungeon. I'm friends with Brian, and I have personally asked him because you never know how this is going to go. Right? I could have been killed yesterday. I asked Brian to make sure that
It did look like he was nearly killed, didn't it? I mean, that oh my God. Fucking hell, man. How serious he makes it sound. He must have known that we'd have got hold of the body cam footage. He must have known that we'd do it. He just doesn't care, does he? Because he thinks that his gimps won't... Well, he's right. His gimps won't care. They won't care what the body cam footage shows. They just care about the bullshit that comes out of his fucking mouth.
Wouldn't leave me in the dungeon. And then, of course, not even a day later after that conversation on the phone with him, I'm arrested and taken to the dungeon. And then I got out of jail yesterday, and I tell you, I was so strong through it all until I saw Brian's video, and it broke me down. And you know, how many of you guys?
He did seem dead strong, didn't he? All that time when he was in the back seat, and he was begging and whining and arse licking and boot licking and just being a pathetic excuse for a fucking man. So strong, so strong. His mum would be really proud.
Been to jail. Put a 1 in the chat if you've been arrested. Put a 1 in the chat if you've had the torture cuffs put on you. But that wasn't the torture. I'm going to get to the torture. They literally tortured me. They sat and tortured me.
Oh.
And I'll get into the details of it. But before I get into the details of it, let me show you guys the arrest video. For those of you guys who maybe haven't seen the arrest video, let me show you exactly what they did. And it's pretty egregious. You know, I shouldn't have been arrested. I shouldn't have been arrested. There is no reason in the world at all that I should have been arrested. So I'm going to kind of walk through this a little bit slow. I'm sweating. Charlie.
Oh, it's this video. Yeah, well, it's just said he's sweating, yeah? And so he goes, Charlie, and Charlie's his dog. Just took a rag off his dog, and he's going to wipe his face and his mouth with it.
Can I borrow that?
Kind of borrow
I'm
it.
just sweating. It's a lot of pressure, you know. My friends, my family, my mother, my sisters, my brother, my closest cousins, my friends from high school and college. You know.
Stop lying. Stop fucking lying. The only people that cared that you'd been arrested was us for entertainment value, and your nephew and sister probably were aware because, you know, you're staying with them or something lately. I don't fucking know. Guarantee your mum didn't give a shit. Guarantee any other siblings that you've got didn't give a shit. Guarantee none of your cousins gave a shit. Nobody from your high school gave a shit. They can barely remember your fucking name. Stop lying.
When you're known and people know who you are, it reverberates, and then people you haven't talked to in like 10 years pick up the phone and call me today and say, hey man, you know, I saw they arrested you. Are you okay? And it was...
Well, they did it this time then, but they didn't do it when you was arrested in Ironton, because I don't remember hearing any of this shit from you then.
It was just really hard to get all those phone calls today from people who were just legitimately worried about me. So I want to walk through this a little bit and show you guys what they did to me, and then I'm going to show you the torture that they did to me. You good? Why'd they say that you were pulled over?
I see how the police have the decency to redact her image and whatnot, or is it her, him, whatever it is, the person. But Chille doesn't, because it's Chille, innit?
Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Oh, gotcha. You can tell me you need to stay away from my driver. Back up. Okay, do you see me backing up? My feet are backing away. You're going to take me out? Which way? Actually, I'm standing right here. I'm at least 10 feet away off, so you see I backed up another step. I gotta tell you, I'm a constitutional law scholar. You can do whatever you want, but just understand something. Your name will go on the lawsuit. Mine and his name is going on the federal civil rights lawsuit. I gave him every opportunity to get out of his suit, and he decided his ego was more important. Your own fucking business. Mind your own business. I'm a member of the press. Go get in your car and do your job, little doggy. Go feed her. You're being detained right now. Okay, so let me explain something. All right, this is super important. And I keep talking about Rodriguez versus United States 2015. For the cop, and this is applicable to this stop, for the cop to stop his initial stop, he has to have either probable cause or reasonable articulable suspicion, which would include a singular articulable fact. He didn't have either one of those. I explained to him what I was doing. I stepped 3 steps back, 1, 2, and then a third step when he asked me to step back again. And then I said, listen, I'm a constitutional law scholar. I have every right to be. And they said, oh, you're being detained. Now, for the people who are here, can you guys let me know if it's Las Vegas Metro Police Department's policy that when you're detained, you have to go in torture cuffs? Yeah, I need to crowdsource this because I need to find out if that's the truth. Come on. I need to find out if Las Vegas Metro Police Department or Henderson Police Department or Summerlin Police Department, if their policy is that you have to go in torture cuffs if they say you're detained. So this guy says that I'm detained. He just decides that I've broken some magical law and then says I'm detained for what? I explained who I was. I'm a member of the press. I'm a constitutional law scholar. I'm just doing my job. Now do yours. And when I said that to him, he then attacked me. And I'll show you the rest of that right here.
Oh no, I'm going to pause that for a second because I'm just looking at this. I may lose some subs over this, but Adam Kokesh speaks the truth. To be a soldier is to take a stand against your own freedom. It is to endorse the protection racket in the most significant way. It is to give up any moral authority you might claim. It is to sacrifice your autonomy to the collective. It is to serve government sponsors. It is to make yourself subservient to your oppressors. It is to give up responsibility for your own life. It is to be merely a paid killer or at least an enabler of paid killers. It is to be used as a dumb animal, a pawn for politicians. What a cunt. To join the military means removing yourself from the productive sector of society to join the parasite. Soldiering is sold as fighting for freedom and governments want us to be grateful for their wars. But just by putting on that uniform, every soldier makes the citizens less free. He really is disgusting, you know. Is that his way of, that's Denver Metro audits, by the way, in case you thought, well, I know some of you were definitely aware because some of you have just told me. You know, because people say there's actual people that have actually fought for your rights and stuff. And these so-called activists that go out there and stick cameras in people's faces and shout abuse at people and activists, they're not fighting for anybody's rights. They're just trying to get clicks and views and money from YouTube. That's literally all they're doing. Is this, you know, people say, like, you know, why, if you want to fight for people's rights, why don't you join the military? And this is why I won't join the military, because that's what it is. He's a fucking wanker. What a cunt. Right there.
Job fucking business. Mind your own business. I'm a member of the press. Go get in your car, do your job, little doggy. Right there, he was offended. Go feed her. You're being detained right now. Okay, detained. You're being right now. You're being sued, bro. Oh, she's you're gonna detain a journalist. 2015, Rodriguez. Don't put your hands on me. Don't touch me. Don't put your fucking hands on me. So right here, he's trying to attack me. He expects for me to just bow down and let him do any kind of and this is. I could have slammed him on the back of his noggin. His brains could have came out of his mouth, and I would be justified. I could have killed him. And then, just so you know, he grabs me. I'm shorter than him. I have lower center of gravity. I'm a wrestler for 30 years. I could have slammed him on his fucking head. He was so out of position. He's going to grab me right here, and it looks like he's doing something tough. I'm holding him with one arm. With one arm. I got him with one arm, just like this. Holding him with one arm, just like that.
Absolutely, Arbo, well said.
The man had zero power. None. Then I calmly placed my phone on top of his car. So watch. You'll see. He has no power. No, you're not. Make sure you guys get my people on the phone. I have an obstructing nail here. What's my core criminal conduct? Was filming you? Look what a butthurt pig this is. Oh, this is so you ended the stop, you dunce cap. Did you just end the stop? So that's the 2000. So right here now, he has seen cops coming from around the corner. He's seen other cops coming. So the other cop cars are coming in with their lights on. He sees them coming, and now he gets tough. Now, over here. Now. Bring your supervisor, please. Bring your supervisor, please. Don't touch me. You don't just put your hands on me. Don't grab me. Don't grab me. You're not a no, first get your supervisor out here. I hadn't shown him any sort of physical aggression. Look at his face. What a Neanderthal. You're so screwed, bro. You're so screwed. You're not just gonna grab me and throw me on the ground. No, I'm not just gonna let him grab me and put me in torture cuffs. Remember I said to resist? This is what I need. Make them show what tyrant pigs they are. You've already released them. You've already released her. This is 2015, Rodriguez versus United States. I'll walk right in front of your car. Let's go. Sure, come on. Okay, now he's waiting for other cops to arrive so that he can try to grab me. And the other cops all want to grab me. The 3 cops will grab me. No, I'm a constitutional law scholar. He tells me to put down my camera. No, I'm a constitutional law scholar. You can't take away my phone. I'm now
You're being detained. Now you're gonna put hands on me.
No,
come over here.
Why are you grabbing me?
Come over here.
Sure.
Over here. I don't care about the
Why are you grabbing
Turn
me?
around.
I'm
Turn around.
yes.
Turn around.
I'm not doing anything. Okay, 2015, Rodriguez. Don't put your hands on me. Don't touch me. Don't put your fucking hands on me. No, you're not. I gotta make sure you guys get my people on the phone. Oh, this is so you ended the stop, you dunce cap. Did you just end the stop? So that's a 2015 car.
Here's my car.
Now,
Over here.
now.
Need additional.
Bring your supervisor, please.
Call somebody.
Bring your supervisor, please. Don't touch me.
Over to the car.
You don't get to put your hands on me. Don't grab me. Don't grab me. I mean, look at the look on his face. Just look at the look on his face.
What?
Look how mad he is that he doesn't get to control my every motion. You're not. First, get your supervisor out here. You're not just going to grab me and throw me on the ground. You've already released them. You've already released her. This is 2015, Rodriguez versus United States. I'll walk right in front of your car. Let's go. Sure, come on. Okay, now watch. He's going to try to grab me. And there's no reason to grab me. I haven't broken a law, so it's he's giving me unlawful orders, and he's unlawfully detaining me. No. He told me to put my camera down. I'm a constitutional law scholar. You can't.
You don't have to break the law to be detained, so it wouldn't be an unlawful detainment. You could have just been detained, he could have had a word with you, and you could have probably gone on your way. But no, because you're a constitutional law scholar. And constitutional law scholars, they don't do what policemen tell them to do. They do what the constitutional scholars things do. Tells them thing.
Take away my phone. I'm now.
You're being detained.
Okay, you see the other cop car pulling in? I'm a constitutional law scholar. You can't take away. There's the other cop.
Much appreciated, Chille the bootlicker. Mr. Tough Guy was crying in the cop car. He really, really was. He just, this is perfect for him though, isn't it? This is like a 5-minute video where he can spin it however he wants. And they'll completely believe it. And I expect he had no intention of ever. He might have gotten the body cam footage, but I don't think he had any intention of ever showing people it, especially in the car. Apart from the constant beeping, which I assume is audible to people around and not just to us, I would have gone as far to say that he didn't realise that there was still video in the car. That was all being recorded, which is just excellent because he'll never live that one down.
Oh, down right there. You see the cop car coming in? Now is when he's going to get super tough, but he's actually a giant pussy. I have not ever had a full-grown man grab me with such weakness. I'm now.
You're being detained.
His hand on me right there. Do you see that? He puts his hand on me. I don't initiate contact with this person.
Now you're gonna put hands on me.
No, okay, he doesn't know what he's doing. He has no idea what he's doing. Look, he pushed my shoulder and left his legs wide open. What an idiot. He only did it because there was other coppers running up. Because I could have slammed him on his noodle right here. So right there, I'm under him still. He's still above my shoulders. You dunce cap. You could have see the light in the back of his head? That's where the blood would have dripped out and his brains would have fallen out had I decided to be violent. I decided not to be violent. See that? He's out of position. Grabbing me. I'm still beneath him. I'm still underneath of him. I still have underhooks. Come over here. He doesn't have any position on me.
Yeah.
I'm literally putting myself where I want to put myself. You see that? I'm controlling the man with one arm entirely. He has no power. Sure. Now he's trying to take my camera out of my hand so there's no transparency. I don't let him do it. Now I lightly keep him off of me as I set the camera down on the car. And then I face him as two.
Exactly, Bex. But, you know, he's going to sue him. He's going to sue them all. The whole police department, especially this guy, because he's a dunce cap.
Other cops run up and grab me, and one has a taser.
Over here. I don't care about the.
Why are you grabbing me?
Turn around.
Turn around.
Turn around.
I'm not doing anything.
You're being detained.
I'm not doing
Turn
anything.
around.
Are your cameras on? Are your cameras on?
Yeah, it's on.
Okay, then
Put your hands behind your back.
No. Why?
Put your hands behind your back.
Please hold on, get you. I haven't done anything wrong.
Put your hands behind your back. Don't make me.
Don't make me what, Bork? Don't make me what? You're lucky, buddy. You're lucky. You are lucky, you pussy. You are lucky. There's 2 other guys there with weapons. You were out of position. I could have put you on your fucking head, bro. I could have cracked your skull open.
You in handcuffs. So I'm not working on the face. I'm working on the policy to put it behind. Just be behind your back. Right now, you're going to get a ticket. If you do not put your hands behind your back, you're going to jail. Put your hands behind your back. Do it now.
So do you hear that? Right now, you're getting a ticket, but if you don't put your hands behind your back, you're going to jail. Well, then he's got 2 cops, 1 on each arm, and the other guy's got his taser. So they tell me they're going to tase me if I don't put my arms behind my back. I say, put him in front. They say, no, put him behind. I say, I can't. I got a bone spur here and a torn cuff here. And then they say, put double cuffs on him. So they put 2 cuffs on.
No, he did
But
say
that's
that
not where
then.
the torture begins.
See, I don't remember him saying that at all, so I'll take that back. I apologise. I don't really apologise to Chille because I would never apologise to him, even if I'm wrong. I'll admit that I'm wrong, but I won't apologise to him. Yeah, I didn't recall him mentioning that they put 2 sets of cuffs on him.
Let me show you where they start to, and I'll show you the torture marks where they tortured me.
Torture, yeah.
No, I don't know if you have any 5 minutes.
That's the training right there. That's the training. That's the training right there. You can't basically assess a person.
Oh shit, exactly, Navy girl. Stop resisting arrest and we could have let you go, but you acted like a right twat, so what is it? Fucking fuck around, find out, play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
And if the regular Joe is going to pull out a gun and kill you, copper, you're not going to stop him. He's going to kill you, and he wouldn't have walked up with his camera. If a regular Joe, I look like a regular Joe, regular old dude, middle-class guy. If I wanted to kill the coppers, I wouldn't have walked up with my camera running. And then this same piece of crap cop, you're getting sued, bro. I gave you every opportunity. We had long talks in the car. Then I'll get that body cam footage, and I'll let you all hear it. I could have destroyed this man. He was so out of position. So out of position. I don't believe in violence. It's the wrong way. Hurt people only hurt more people. And now this guy, but he's not, this guy is not going to be the guy who gets fired. He's going to get reprimanded. The other guy's going to get fired, and I'll show you exactly what he did.
I bet no one gets fired. I would have tased him repeatedly, everywhere as well. Lots and lots and lots. And I would have laughed whilst I did it. And I would have recorded it, and I would have uploaded it to YouTube.
I don't care about your car. Put your hand behind your back. Do not reach for this phone. Thank you. Put your hand behind your back. There you go. There you go. Please don't put those on. Get a super. There's no reason I'm not going to try to fight you. You grab me and relax. I can't. I'm crossed over that. I'm not sure. Please don't hurt me. There's no reason to hurt me. Hey, you guys film this, please. Pull out your camera. There's no reason. So
Interesting.
there's no reason to hurt somebody. I already have a partial tear in this shoulder and bone spurs in this shoulder. There was no reason to put me in torture cuffs. I announced I would go with them. This is exactly what we needed to happen. We needed someone like myself to get standing to show that when you decide to put people in torture cuffs, as soon as that guy told me he's going to put me in torture cuffs, no, he's not. No, he's not. Right? That's my attitude, right? I don't want to be put in torture cuffs. I don't want to be rendered helpless. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. So as soon as you say you're going to put me in torture cuffs, my emotion goes up. I don't want to be rendered helpless. I don't want it. And there's no reason to render me helpless so you feel safe, you fucking pussy. I'm damn near 50 years old. I realize it's not my time anymore. It's now 20 and 30-year-old guys' time. I get it. That doesn't mean my ego doesn't want to stomp a mud hole in his ass. That's just my ego. You can't do it, right?
Mud holes in arses, pile driving blokes. What are you trying to tell us? Hey, he said that, he said that about some young YouTuber that took the piss out of him. He didn't like it. He said he could have pile drive him. I swear that's more of like a sexual term these days. But that's just me.
I'm mad. I've been walking around angry all day.
So bad.
I've been walking around mad all day. I've been pissed off all day long, and it hasn't gotten any better. I've been steaming pissed all day, like just steaming pissed. So, if you guys want to support me, go to my online store and get a $5 trifold or get the indestructible trifold. That's how you can support me. My pay apps are up. You can donate if you want, but it didn't cost me anything to get out of jail.
Oh yeah, sweet. I was just telling my husband about him.
I was released on my own recognizance. DLZ Clips, of course, was worried about me, so he put up a real quick thing. One of my supporters sent me some money last night. I sent it back and said I didn't have to get a bail. So I am going to have an upcoming court cost coming. But what I would prefer is that you had that trifold in your car. I want you to have that
trifold in your car that he never uses, ever, and that's never gotten him out of a ticket, ever.
$5 trifold or indestructible trifold in your car. I want you to know every case on it. And then argue with people who say it's not going to work, because it does work. Lots of people have showed...
Right, okay, lots of people have showed you that it works, yeah? So why have we not seen one video of it working? That's serious, yeah? I mean, I don't exactly pay the best of attention. Is there one video out there of the trifold working? I don't believe there is. I haven't seen one. A bit like how we've never seen a sovereign citizen win in court. Or, you know, succeed when they're arguing the law at the side of the road at a traffic stop. Not one time.
It works. So that's how you can support what I'm doing. So I'm going to show you one more thing here, and then I'm going to show you the bruising on me, which is disgusting and so unbelievably painful.
Oh my God.
You see it?
Yeah, we see that's what you've... He's got a tiny little bruise. And all them red marks there, he's done that to himself. If it's not makeup, it's probably makeup.
So yesterday, you see it up and down my elbow? That's real bruising.
Is it real bruising? Is it not fake bruising? Do you know what, yeah, in fact, look, you can see where he's been leaning, so that's all the red stuff is. So that one bit there is a bruise, possibly a bruise. Now, you were resisting, which means you were pushing back, dragging your arms about and stuff from that copper that was lightly holding you. So any bruises you've got is from you resisting. That's what happens when you resist.
Oh, I've tried to, it hurts. So the cops tonight, after they put me in the torture cuffs, and you dirty fucking pig, you're gonna lose.
Logan, I bruise myself worse than that all the time, and I don't even know how I do it. I have bruises on my arms, my legs, all the time. I just don't know how I get them. God, he's such a fucking... I ain't even going to call him a baby or a child or something, because they can handle bruises and shit better than he can. Fucking hell.
Lose your job, bro. You're going to lose your job.
Put 69 in the chat if you think that not one of them coppers is going to lose their job.
The guy who did this to me, you're going to lose your job.
No, he's not.
So they had me in the torture cuffs, and then they were trying to have... There was 5 cops around me. 5 cops all around me. 5 cars and 5 cops.
Well, there was actually 2 cops stood quite close to you, making sure that, you know, you behave. One cop sat in the car writing his narrative, as he called it. One cop stood a bit further back, and like somebody pointed out in the chat earlier, so that they could film it with their body cam, so that you couldn't come out of any of your bullshit. There probably was other coppers, but they weren't all around you, so stop lying.
And not one cop had the good... So what happened was, they told me to turn around and face the cruiser. They tried to have dominion over, and I just never gave it. I'm not going to give you dominion over which way I face or if I speak.
Fine, that's why you've got bruises, serves you right.
Or if I don't speak. Thanks for the super chat, Space Rainbow. They tried to get me to shut up. I'm not shutting up. And when you guys hear the way I talk to them, when...
Did any of us hear him get told to shut up once? I mean, you know, I'm not going to say they definitely didn't, because we couldn't exactly hear everything, but I didn't notice any of them tell him to shut up.
You get their body cam footage, you'll see a vast difference between me and other people, because I didn't give them a single inch. So what happened was, because they put me in torture cuffs and had me rendered helpless, one of the pigs then said, turn around and face the car. I was standing right in front of the car. I was leaning over like this. So my hips and my body are facing this way, but my head faces this way. So he says, turn around and face the car. I say, I am facing the car. And then he says, you're not facing the car. So he runs up and takes his hand, and he's got these long thumb fingernails and digs it into my elbow. He's wearing a body cam on his lapel. My face is right here. He walks up behind me and grabs me. And he continues to squeeze my arm for 30 minutes. He continues to squeeze my arm for...
Fucking liar. We've just watched. He wasn't squeezing your arm. Oh, you know what? I need to just stop interrupting, because we all know he's lying anyway.
30 minutes. And every time I go to adjust, he adjusts to a different position to cut the nerve off right here. You can see it. Look, see where the bruising? Look. You see where the bruising is? It's exactly where you cut the nerve off, so I don't have any oxygen going to my hand.
Mm-hmm.
And he did it to me for 30 minutes straight.
He did, yeah.
He wanted me to break down. And instead, eventually, because he was cutting the blood supply off, because he was cutting the blood supply off to my arm. Eventually what I did was I ripped away, and that's why you see the tearing through here, because he had his thumb on here like this and was digging into my arm. It hurts. And so right here, when he was digging in, eventually I just said, get off me, dude. And then he went to hurt my shoulder. It's all on camera. You're losing your job, pig. You're losing your job, bro.
You're right, it is all on camera. You're right.
The original pig suspended. Something's going to happen
No,
to
it's
you
not.
because you're going to lose the federal civil rights lawsuit because I'm going to.
Especially when they see all of that conversation in the back of the car, or in the car, where you're grovelling and whining, and that copper was nothing but beyond professional towards you. So you've got no chance. He did nothing wrong. He was professional throughout, and you've not got a leg to stand on. But you know that.
You. And then the second pig, though, who did this to me, it's on camera as he tortures me. As he's torturing me, I turn to the other cops and I say, why did you do this to me? Tell him to let go of me. None of them did. Not a single one of those filthy, disgusting pigs. Not even the sergeant who got there on the scene, the supervisor. Remember I said, when they send a supervisor, they just send a bigger asshole, a bigger pig. I got 5 cops.
So why did you ask for one then? You asked for him, so why did you ask for one? If that's all he is, if, you know, that nothing more, he's just that. Why did you ask for him? Then that makes no sense. And, yeah, oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, the sergeant and the arresting officer and all the other officers, they didn't stop that filthy pig from, you know, lightly grabbing your arm because he did nothing wrong. Nothing. Absolutely fuck all.
Around me. The cop is behind me, squeezing my arm.
No, it's
you
not.
can see it. He's squeezing my
No, you
arm.
can't.
There it is, right there. And I'm saying to him, I finally say, please do stop. I finally turn to the other cops.
I don't recall him saying please, but, you know.
And I say, yo, cop, you can see him doing this to me. Tell him to stop, dude. And he doesn't. I turn to the other cop. I say, what's wrong with you, man? You can see him just sitting here torturing me. I'm helpless in torture cuffs with my arms behind my back. And then he squeezed, and the cop says something to me, and I said to him, thanks, AMG Rocket. I appreciate it, man. I turned to the cop, and I said, let me just tell you, you have a 1-inch penis, bro. You are the weakest beta male cuck I've ever encountered as a pig, ever. You're sitting here torturing a man who's surrounded by cops in 2 pair of handcuffs, and you're sitting here.
Can I just add, yeah, that I'm sure that none of the coppers are all these things that you've just said, but to be a cook, for example, yeah, you need a partner. So all of them coppers are probably married, probably got like husbands or wives or boyfriends or girlfriends or something like that. You couldn't even be a cook, Chille, even if you wanted to be. Because, you know, let's be honest, you ain't got laid since you lost your virginity when you was probably about fucking 21 or something.
Squeezing my arm. I'm gonna get you, bro.
You know.
I'm gonna get you.
Shut the fuck up, Chille. It says in it about the Jippo, this is Chille bridging the gap. Yep. This is him having one of them conversations and trying to, you know, get other people to realise and try to bring the communities closer and etc, etc, etc. Bridging the gap all day long. Angry little Chille.
I'm gonna get you through the court system. I'm gonna get your badge, and I'm gonna get your pension,
No,
and I'm gonna get your money because
no.
it's on camera. And I said you're torturing me. And I said to the cop.
Anybody can say that. It doesn't make it true. Oh my God. It's
You're working outside of your qualified immunity right now. You're torturing me, and you guys are watching, and you're all gonna be listed in the federal civil rights lawsuit, and none of them cared. Look at my arm. You can hate my guts. Have you seen me do this to anybody? Has anybody ever showed you the marks on their...
He's not even really angry. This is just an act that he's putting on for his gims. That's all I think. He's not angry. He's hurt. He's embarrassed, I think. I think he's really embarrassed. And he's probably quite worried that his gimps are going to find out about all the grovelling and whatnot. And so this is him putting on a fake act to convince them that he's still the big hard alpha that they all stupidly think he is.
body? I'm angry. I'm angry.
Yeah, very well said, Navy girl. I completely agree.
I'm angry that I was kidnapped from the street. I'm angry that the cop tried to physically grab me. I'm angry that he grabbed me with two hands. You can see, put himself out of position. I could have just tossed him right on his fucking head. But I can't do that. I can't turn to violence. It's not the right way. There will be a time, my friends, if this continues, when...
I'm glad to hear that, Gregor. It is a bit minging and it's going a bit too far. I get that, you know, everybody loves their pets, their dogs, their cats or whatever, but you don't share a flipping towel or a washcloth with them, do you?
there is a civil war, I'll join you. But I'm not leading a civil war. So before I continue the angry road, I mean, look at my fucking arm, bro. And
I swear to God, yeah,
and just so you know,
when we watched this before,
didn't happen to me because someone gave me a shot.
No.
This happened to me as someone sat and squeezed and squeezed and squeezed and squeezed. And I said, you're cutting off the blood circulation. Stop, dude. And then he would push on my nerve. And I would say, dude, stop. And then he would squeeze. And the other 5 cops around me watched him torture me. I'm mad. I'm mad I was tortured. I'm mad. And then the guy sat there and told me he was going to impound my car and put my dog in animal shelter. And it was literally despotism. It was absolute and total despotism. Oh, you're filming a government agent? Get him. And then the cop went to attack me and I blocked his arm and then he grabbed me with both hands. Let me just teach you something, okay? Let me just teach you something. Wrestling 101. The very basics of grappling. You don't go high on a man shorter than you. You don't do it.
It weren't a wrestling match. Excuse me. Fucking vape keeps making me cough, man. It weren't a wrestling match. It weren't a fight. It was you being fucking detained, basically, and you resisting. So stop comparing it, especially to shit that you have demonstrated you don't know fuck all about. And even listening to you bullshit about wrestling.
That you would never think about doing to others. And why are you thinking that way? Because hurt people hurt people. And they hurt me. The guy hurt me. And the other cops sat around and laughed. There it is. Look at that. I'm already in torture cuffs. Why would you need to do that to me? For what reason? For what reason? I was already hemmed up. So... we don't stop. We don't stop. And today I saw those coppers and I filmed those coppers and I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm not changing anything I do. Not one single thing.
But he did change, didn't he? Because I showed that video where he's talking to them young lads that have been pulled over. And he waits at quite a distance until their traffic stop ends. And then, once it's ended, he goes over. So this experience taught him something and it made him fucking scared.
Not one thing. Las Vegas Metro Police Department, you're getting sued. The cop who tortured me, I'm going to get you fired. The cop who wrongfully arrested me, I don't know what's going to happen to you. You're a piece of garbage for sure. Your ego's so gigantic. But I actually think that the cop who arrested me, we could actually do something good together. If he could just get over his pig ego. Because the whole time in the car, he just kept trying to get me to admit that, oh, you came up too close to me. No, I didn't. I'm in a public parking lot in the middle of the parking lot, in the middle of the day. I'm wearing a bright blue and pink blazer. I'm wearing a bright blue and pink sweatshirt. I'm wearing this. This is the coat I was wearing. Like...
Exactly, Beck. So he clearly learnt something, didn't he? And clearly changed.
People keep saying more training for pigs. More training for pigs. Appreciate you, Toby. Thank you, guys. Thanks for the super chats. I haven't seen it. Chevy, thank you. Thank you, guys. I haven't seen it. If I was to say to you that I'm not going through things today, that the cycle of life doesn't affect me emotionally, I'd be lying to you. If I was to tell you today that I'm not emotionally upset, that I'm not angry, that I'm not rightfully indignant, that I don't feel cheated, that I don't feel wronged, that I don't have those feelings inside of me, I'd be lying to you. I have every single one of those feelings. I'm rightfully indignant to the very end. I'm angry and I'm upset. And when I went to the jail, you know, to the guard at 7:10 p.m. in the booking area of the Clark County Detention Center on March 15th, 2023, to the guard, I'm FOIA-ing that camera footage. I'm going to get that camera footage. You assaulting, violent, maniac. You disgusting, disgusting human being. He attacked a man. The crime was that he fell asleep. I had to watch it. And then they drugged the man away around the corner. Well, you know what I did, right? I stood up and walked over to see what they were doing to him. And all the guards screamed, "You can't go, sit down, sit down." I said, I need to see what they're doing to that man.
I don't think that happened at all. Like, if something did happen, I don't believe for a second that Chille got up and fucking went to look, because he was terrified, wasn't he? So he would have done exactly as he was told whilst he was there.
My principles, my ethics, my morals don't change because I'm in Lord of the Flies that you forced me into. I told that pig yesterday who arrested me, how can you take me to the most dangerous place on earth for me? How can you take me to a place that it's not safe for me, from the people who you drop me off to the people who are in there that you're treating like animals? How can you drop me off there and then just drive away as though nothing, no big deal? You're taking me to the most dangerous place you can take another human being in America, is to a jail or a prison. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I haven't had a lot of talks today. I've only talked to a couple of people, and I've just been walking around, you know, trying to make sure that I breathe and I don't lock up my jaw, and then my blood pressure doesn't go absolutely bananas, because I finally got it down to within a normal high range. I finally got it down to a level that is within the proper, you know. So I'm so grateful that you guys supported me, and what's really, you know, if you just want to look at the silver linings, they charged me with the obstruction and resisting. Rachel, thank you for the super chat. So if you know, if I'm gonna find a silver lining here, you know, there's two ways to look at it, right? Let's just look at the silver, and we'll just not talk about the other one. So the silver lining is that the public perception of the way the police treated me is pretty universal. That you shouldn't have just grabbed me and arrested me. You shouldn't have put your hands on me. I was.
Hi, yeah, member of the public here. Hello. Yeah, right. No, that's not universal at all. We all think you're an idiot and a liar. Gunner T thinks you're an idiot and a liar. Most critical, he thinks that you're an idiot and a liar. And I'm pretty sure that by now a good amount of his millions of followers think that you're an idiot and a liar. So, yeah.
No threat to anybody. I was no danger. I was trying to walk away from the scene, but the cop's ego got in the way of him. So that for me is the silver lining. That's the silver lining, you know. And so it's nice to know that there's, even if people don't like my cult of personality, even if they don't like me as a person, which is fine. I'm pretty used to it. You know, there's some people who are not going to like me because of the way I am. At least they could see, some of them, that the cop had done the wrong thing here. And so that's what I wanted to do now. I want to try to calm down because I'm just so mad still. And I haven't had a chance to really get it off. I haven't had a chance to get this off. Chevy, my man, what are you doing, man? Wow, you too.
Chevy's being #1 gimp, because that's what he is. That's literally Chevy's job.
Thank you, guys. I mean, oh my good Lord. Chevy, God bless, man.
Bless him. That's his whole fucking weekly shot, that is.
Thanks, guys. I really appreciate your support.
Yeah.
It really means a lot, you know, because it's gonna be a hard road. AMG Rocket. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you guys. But I'm mad, you know. I'm upset. I'm upset that this happened to me. I'm upset that I turned to the other 5 men on the scene.
It was literal hell on earth. No, it wasn't me. It was literally hell. And no, sorry. No, being in handcuffs was literally hell. That was it. Oh my God, look, another gimp sent him another $200. Fair.
Full-grown men who sworn an oath to uphold the Constitution to protect my rights. And I said, hey, can you please ask this man to stop torturing me?
Sent him $200
and they wouldn't.
well.
And then the cop behind me.
That's all he does it for, to get this money. When he gets all irate like this, they start sending him money. When he's going on about how he needs it for like suing them and shit like that, so they send him more money, because then they think, yeah, go on, Chille, you go and get them, and nothing ever comes of it. It goes in his pocket. He sends it to whatever them different various fucking companies are that you can buy subscribers from, and happy days.
Said, it's our policy. This is how we detain you. I said, I'm detained with 5 people around me. So what are you doing to me? And why are you doing it? And he just, he didn't have any. So now I want to read the Nevada statute here. I want you guys to take a look at this real quick and tell me your thoughts here. Here's the exact code and this is going to be, you can type this in if you want, NRS 171.1233. And this is the Nevada revised code, and I'm going to share this with you guys so you guys can see it.
Ah, I pressed the wrong button. Sorry, wait there. Twat. Fuck that up, do you know? Sorry. Give us a second. Oh my days, sort yourself out. Go away. It's all going so well.
This is super emotional, whether I like it or not. So I want to read you guys. Jonathan Mitchell Music, good to see you, brother. JMM, dude, can you call me? I've been trying to reach you, bro. Love you, man. Thank you for the support. I really appreciate it. I want to read this. I want to read this. I want to read this statute to you guys because I want you to see how they violated my rights. So now this says, now notice it doesn't say law enforcement officer here. It says a person who is not under arrest or in custody of a peace officer may record law enforcement activity. And this whole term right here, everybody, it has got to change. Stop saying law enforcement. They are rights protectors. They sign a peace officer's agreement. There's not a single law enforcement cop in America. They don't exist. There's no such thing. They are in love with calling themselves law enforcement. They are not law enforcement. May record a peace officer activities and maintain custody and control of that recording.
Yeah, I heard that, Shady. That is fucking seriously ironic, ain't it? For somebody who has very loudly advocated for allowing cameras in a courtroom, he doesn't want them in there when it's him.
And any property or instruments used by the person to record a peace officer's activities. A person who is under arrest or in the custody alone forfeit the right to have any such recordings, property, or instruments maintained and returned to him or her. Okay, well, the arresting officer turned off my camera. I have a right to have my video maintained, not shut off. You're so screwed, bro. You're so screwed, dude.
They're not going to keep it recording whilst they put it in a fucking evidence bag, are they, you thick cunt?
I have a right to have my videotape, my digital recording maintained and returned to him or her. This subsection must not be construed to authorize a person to engage in actions that interfere or obstruct with a law enforcement activity or otherwise violate other laws in an effort to record a law enforcement officer. Well, I did not obstruct and I did not interfere at all. I went step back. If you guys, I already showed the video 5 times. I stepped back, then I stepped another step back, then I filmed the area between me and the car. I was in a gigantic parking lot, and then I filmed him. Thanks, America. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for the support. Appreciate you guys, man. Thank you. I just want people to know that we cannot accept this. Look at my arm, dude. Look at my arm. Look at what they did to me when I was in cuffs, as I was in torture cuffs, as I'm surrounded by 5 men with guns and sticks and tasers. They're torturing me.
Men's.
So, I want to say thank you to my friend Brian from Here's the Deal for making that video for me yesterday. A few people sent him in money. It was about $60. He sent it to me already. Thank you. One of my supporters, you know who you are, brother. You sent me in a little bit of cash. I sent it back because I didn't need bail money. I probably will need some funds coming up, but you know, I'll let you guys know when I'll do a fundraiser. What I'd like you to do is get a trifold or a digital poster or get an ebook or get something from my website so you get a value for anything you do. And I'm super, I'm grateful. You know, this is humbling because look, I think that when people who are reporters and people who are activists, and there's 2 different kinds of folks on YouTube, and there's probably 3 or 4 kinds of folks, but there's 2 very identifiable kind of folks on YouTube. There's First Amendment activists and auditors and activists who go against the police face to face. And then there's a lot of reporters and people who cover those videos. And that's an important part too. And so you want to make sure you get your work in front of as many people as you can. You know, I created this poster. Thanks, Toby. I appreciate it. Charlie's fine. Charlie's fine. The cop threatened to put my dog in the impound, threatened to impound my car. I can't wait till you guys hear this body cam footage. It's absolute despotism. The cop talking to my ear and doing this to my arm, he's sitting there saying to me how he's going to put my dog in impound and they're going to put my dog down. I mean, wait till you hear the body cam footage from this guy saying that they're going to impound my car and they're going to take me to jail. Like all these crazy things. And I haven't done anything. And I've been saying to him, there's no victim. There's no restitution due. There's no property damage. This is your ego. And they just didn't seem to understand it. They didn't seem to care. There was something I wanted to share. Earlier today, I did an audit and I pulled this. I saw this. These 2 cops had these young guys pulled over, and so I pulled up next to these young dudes. I didn't know that they had them. So just so you know, it was right on the road, so there was no access. You had to go to a restaurant to film down the rocks, and so I didn't even know that there was anybody hemmed up in torture cuffs. I just thought it was 2 cops on the side of the road who were just talking to each other after a stop because I couldn't see a car. But then when I came across the street, because I was like, they've been there for like 20 minutes. When I came across the street, I then saw that they had 2 young dudes on the sidewalk in torture cuffs. And so.
And what did you do, Chille?
Oh, thank you, Fender James. I appreciate the super chat. So let me show you guys something. Oh, I guess I took it off. Let me present this. So right here.
So right here is where he stands safer and waits quietly, well behaved, waiting for the traffic stop to finish.
Did you stop over?
To be finished. There
Stop
we
over?
go. Look, there we go.
Cool. You're shaking hands. It's done. Cool. Great.
See?
Hey, can I get a shot of them?
But nothing's changed him. It hasn't changed him at all. Well, I'm done for now, anyways. I have got that deleted video that Chille done, so at some point or another I will show that at some point, and then next week maybe we'll do something different. But maybe next week we'll have the other body cam footage as well. So yeah, hit the like button, and oh yeah, it's buffering. No, it's not. There we go. Yeah, yeah, it's been fun. So yeah, thanks everybody for being here, but I'm done. My husband's completed Resident Evil 4 now anyway, so... Alright, take care everybody, have a good weekend if I don't talk to you before anyways. Bye.